Yo, welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Tuesday night live from Los Angeles, California. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good night. We got some very interesting news earlier this afternoon / evening, depending on where you live in the country. And we're going to talk about that. A little bit of unexpected news from the standpoint of how far the Los Angeles Dodgers are taking this Juan Soto situation. So it's gone a lot further past than what I thought it would. We're in an area where it's starting to get to where some people in baseball are believing it's possible. I don't know if I'm there yet. I am finding myself in an awkward position where I'm not aligned with the information that I'm getting. I am not going to believe this thing until it becomes official, if it ever happens. I'm not going to sit back and say, okay, it's happening. They're doing it. As of right now, and this is talking to someone about 5 minutes before I got on this stream. And if you remember last year, for those who were around, and those who were watching, and those who were tuned in, and I started talking about what really started to make me realize that the Dodgers had Yamamoto in the bag was when I started getting strong word from people that would know that the Yankees were starting to get nervous and the Yankees were starting to get scared. Well, I'm hearing the Yankees are scared again. I'm hearing they're scared again. And with Yamamoto, I was still fairly convinced. Regardless, even when I was hearing the Yankee situation, I was still fairly convinced the Dodgers were going to get him. I've never been convinced the Dodgers are going to get Juan Soto. Never during this entire chase. So what I'm hearing now is the Yankees are not necessarily scared that he's going to the Dodgers. The Yankees are scared that they're not going to be one of the final two teams in this race. And they may not even be in the final three teams in this race. And that's what's interesting to me. Now, that's where it stands right now. We're hearing the Boston Red Sox linked to him heavily. You're hearing Boris at the press conference for Blake Snell today directly mention about how nothing is imminent. They're going to the winter meetings. A report leaks tonight about all the teams that had offered $600 million, and the Dodgers were on there. The Dodgers reportedly are part of a handful of teams that have offered Juan Soto $600 million. I don't know how many years. I don't know the terms. I don't know any of that. No one does. That hasn't come out yet. But as far as what I'm saying right now is the Yankees are starting to get nervous that not only are they potentially not going to get Juan Soto to return, but they may not even be And when I started hearing this last year, I think my internet is going through it right now, guys, so I do apologize. We started hearing some things around this time in the process of Yamamoto with the Yankees and the Dodgers. And it's kind of picking back up to that again. Now, I'm not here saying that he's signing with the Dodgers. I'm not 100% saying that he's not signing back with the Yankees. I'm saying as of right now, the Yankees are nervous that they're at the back of the line. They're at the back of the line right now. And this could very well be gamesmanship. This could very well be negotiation ploys. This could be all of that. This could absolutely be all that. So as this comes down and these rumors come out and this news starts flying around here, you got to always take this with a grain of salt, because you have to understand what's at stake here. This is big business, big money, life-changing situation here, franchise-changing situation here, potentially MLB changing situation here. You know, if Soto goes to the Yankees, status quo remains. If Soto goes to, let's say, the Red Sox, nothing crazy. It doesn't alter the universe probably as far as World Series goes. If he goes to the Blue Jays, probably doesn't alter it. If he goes to the Mets, probably doesn't alter it. If he goes to the Dodgers, you think Kevin Durant to the Warriors was big? This is bigger. All right. So this is going to be insanity. And I'm going to tell you right now what I think may be the Dodgers' play here. Maybe. And we're going to talk about this. So appreciate everyone for tuning in here, man. A whole bunch of people, 500 people on Twitter X right now. I'm starting to become that guy over there on Twitter with the lives, man. It's starting to happen, man. Getting a lot of people in on Twitter X right now. Appreciate y'all. Drop a like on the post, repost the video. You are greatly appreciated. Shout out to everyone over on YouTube as well. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And for the people over on Twitter X, make sure to also subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. But this is going to be an epic couple of days here. I still believe that it's going to be the Dodgers offseason will consist of Snell, re-signing Teo, getting Roki, and adding either a major bullpen piece or a shortstop. Whether that be a Tanner Scott, whether that be a Willie Adames, whether it be one of those guys, a Garrett Crochet trade, re-signing Walker Buehler. Like, there's still multiple things in play right now for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So much that it's hard to determine which one they're going to get. They're involved in so many things. But I never in a million years envisioned that they would even chase Juan Soto. I never envisioned in a million years that they'd be this far in the race and still be one of the finalists. I never envisioned that they would be right here on the doorsteps of potentially getting him. And whether they're being used as leverage, whether they're intentionally raising the price, whatever it may be, there is enough smoke out there. There is absolute enough smoke out there. And the people that I've been talking to all off season have been like, nah, it's all leverage. It's all this. Their tone is starting to change. And this is the first time that I don't find myself aligned with the information that I'm getting. I don't know if I just don't want to believe it. I don't know if I just think it's too good to be true. I don't know. I don't know. It just never felt to me like we were going to get him. And I'm still kind of in that space right now where I'm not convinced we're going to get him. But the fact, if these reports are true and Ken Rosenthal's as good as it gets, if you ask anyone other than a Padre fan, but we're sitting up here hearing that the Los Angeles Dodgers have offered Juan Soto $600 million. And maybe if that's them raising the price because they know other teams are going to do 625, 650, maybe the Dodgers are going up in 25 million increments while everyone else is going up in 50, and they're just forcing everyone to raise that price. That very well could be the scenario. But I was talking to my guy, Joe Soro. Shout out to Joe Soro, Lakers Fast Break. They're doing a stream over there right now. Joe's crying again, throwing a fit. Go and check him out. Support them over there. Love those guys. It's going to be interesting because what he said was, he's like, if you're Juan Soto and the Dodgers offered you $600 million to come play with Mookie, Shohei, Freddie, Snell, Glasnow, potentially Sasaki, and go full-fledged death row over here, how do you possibly turn that down for $50 more million? The amount of money you will make off field being part of that, how do you possibly turn that down? I'm not advocating it. I'm not saying, come on, what I'm saying is it makes me wonder about the offer. How real is the offer? How legitimate is that information? But if that information is true, and like I said, Ken is respected and trusted in this game. If he was offered $600 million to come play for the World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers and turn that down, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. So I'm very interested to see how this all plays out. Having said that, I'll say this, man. Man, Twitter is climbing, man. 640 people tuned in on Twitter X. Shout out to y'all, man, as well as everyone up here on YouTube. I'm going to get to your comments here in a second. I'm going to tell you guys how I think the Dodgers have a chance here. And I'm going to tell you how I think the Dodgers play might be. And I'm going to tell you how the Dodgers might have potentially the best eye-catching offer out there for less money overall. Less money overall. Someone goes to 650, someone goes to 700, and the Dodgers offer 6. I think I know a way how the Dodgers can still get him with Soto leaving $100 million on the table. And I'm going to touch on that in a second. Let me check with everyone in the chat here. Shout out to you guys again for tuning in. Yo, I greatly appreciate it. One Peruvian guy. What's up, my guy? Wild indeed. Craig, what's going on, sir? Appreciate you. Miguel says, sign him or keep running up the price. Don't matter. Dodgers going back to back. Absolutely, man. Search and destroy. What's up, my brother? I see you working the rounds. I apologize, y'all. I know a lot of people are streaming right now. A lot of people are live. I decided to go live when Dodger Nation was live. Lakers Fast Break is live. Dodger Blue was live. There's a lot of guys doing their thing right now because the Dodgers are exciting, man. People are excited. We've been waiting on this, right? So shout out to you guys who choose to be here with me, even though there's a lot of other people streaming out there. Shout out to you guys, man. While I do have you guys, and while I'm going down my rundown here, make sure to get your MLB, NBA, and NFL gear and more by using our Fanatic link. Make sure to use our link to get special discounts, and your purchase also helps support the channel because we have partnered with the good people at Fanatics. When you order through them via our link, they take care of us because of the partnership. So we'd greatly appreciate it. All your holiday gifts, birthdays, for yourself, whatever it may be. I got a ton of the Dodger Championship merch from Fanatics, man. So appreciate it. If you do buy any of that stuff, please use our link. It definitely helps the channel out. Make sure to like and subscribe as well. And you can become a member to the channel here, man. For less than the cost of lunch, you can become a member for an entire month. 3 different tiers of membership. Great way to support the channel. And shout out to all the members already. Member-only videos, member-only vlogs. The members see the pre-recorded videos first. So go ahead and become a member. You would be appreciated. DJ, what's good, my brother? Lakers in 5. Make sure to go subscribe to DJ and the guys from Lakers in 5. Great content, great show, great channel. One of my original big brothers in these YouTube streets when I was doing Lakers. I'll be back soon, but I'm just buried in the Dodgers right now, man. So appreciate you, DJ. If you're working tonight, drive safe, brother. BC, what up, BC? Too many streams to keep up with. Imagine when we finally sign someone else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I try to keep my normal time slot here, but because when this came out tonight, I figured a lot of people were going to pull up. I waited it out a little bit, and then they'll be here right now. But again, I appreciate you guys tuning in with me, even though there's a bunch of other people out here streaming right now. You are appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And exactly, make that link I just talked about. Search just posted it here as well, man. But this is exciting times, man. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Daniel Berry, what's going on, sir? Appreciate you. Make sure to go subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, man. Everywhere I go, every other channel I go, every other video, I see Daniel Berry Sports Highlights everywhere, man. He supports a lot of people. Shout out to you, Daniel Berry. Make sure to go support him as well. Reciprocate. Greatly appreciate the reciprocate. So, let's see. So I know a lot of people are checking in with everyone they see on other channels too. If Dodgers want Soto, they're gonna have to pay him $650 million or more. Maybe not. And I'm gonna touch on this. I'm trying to get to all your comments real quick before I go back and touch on this. A lot of people thought Search and Destroy was a bot or AI, but no, man, he's legit. He's a real thing. He's the best in the business. Aaron, what's good, my brother? This man Soto might get Ohtani money after all. Look, I said last night, I'm gonna say it again. I feel like anything, the totality of over $600 million for Juan Soto, even if my Dodgers get him, I think is too much. I think it's too much. It's not my money. I can't tell them how to spend it. I just don't feel that that's his right market value. But your market value is what someone will pay you. So at the end of the day, while I feel that number is too high, I'm going to tell you why, that even if the Dodgers sign him, I don't think they're going to pay him anywhere near that money. Let's see everyone checking in with each other. I would love Soto to come here. Here's the thing, like I said, I know a lot of Dodger fans because they really love Teo. They feel like they're cheating on Teo for rooting for Soto. But if you have a chance to get a generational talent to put in this lineup, 26 years old, and he's interested in you, and you have a legitimate chance. I've told you guys, you have to wait that out. You have to take the meeting. You have to take the call. You have to take the sit down. You have to take the time. You have to. There's many different reasons why I've told you guys before why you have to do this. 1, you just signed a Boris client, right? 2, this is also doing good business, rebuilding that bridge between Friedman and him. 3, this opens the door for you potentially to get Soto later. Maybe he requests a trade later on. He has a no trade clause and demands to come to you because he was so impressed with how you treated him and how things went when he came to meet with you. Or he opts out in 3 or 4 years, and all of a sudden you got a lot of guys off your books, and bam, you can get him then. So this is exactly why the Dodgers are waiting this out. This is exactly why the Dodgers are in the Juan Soto sweepstakes and are playing the Juan Soto game, is because it benefits them potentially now or later. So it makes absolute sense as to why the Los Angeles Dodgers are waiting out Scott Boras and Juan Soto and these other teams. That's why all the other teams are doing it as well. Relationships matter in this business, and the way you meet with someone, and the impression you get or give to someone in a process where they've never been able to come into your clubhouse, come into your building, really sit down and get to know you outside of tampering, because he's an unrestricted free agent. So this is Soto's real chance to get a look inside of what it's like to potentially be a Dodger. And even if he doesn't pick them, at least he'll know what that is. And maybe he doesn't become a free agent ever again. Who knows, right? Things can happen. And that's why, he's going through this process. He's taking his time and he's playing it all out. 750 people live on Twitter X right now. Wow. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everyone on YouTube as well, man. Incredible show up tonight here, man. Trying to catch up to these, and we're gonna go through a couple of these things. BC says Soto to LA. It's getting more possible than I thought, man. I'm still not buying it. I'm still not buying it. You never say never when it comes to the Dodgers or when it comes to, the money being spent, but I was probably 90-10 no. 90-10 no. I think I'm now 70-30 no. But it's going up. 20% bump is a big, when I was dead set he wasn't. Aaron says, tell us about it, Jeff. I'm going to get to it. I'm trying to catch up with everyone because you guys sat back and waited. So I appreciate you guys. Jeff's internet is shocked. Yeah, my internet was bugging when I started the show here. Let's see. Search says, lucky might be eating Jeff's cabling again. Wasn't lucky this time. Wasn't lucky. Warriors lost to the Nuggets. Yeah, that's why I was a little late to the stream. I was watching the end of that game, actually. Let's see. If it's 6 years, Dodgers win. It's not going to be 6 years as far as the whole contract. Much bigger than Durant news. Yes, I'll be much bigger than Kevin Durant. Much bigger. Imagine if Westbrook finally wins a ring. That's crazy. Pablo Correa, what's going on, man? So love your shows. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you. We love that you love the shows. We love having you here. Appreciate you for tuning in. I got to work on being a little bit more consistent. I know that. But if it's your guys' first time here, or if you only see me a couple times, keep pulling back up. And I see you over on Twitter X over there, Pablo. Greatly appreciate you. Something clicked a couple weeks ago, and I started taking off on Twitter, man. So make sure to all y'all that are watching me on Twitter, man, not all of you follow me on there, man. So make sure to follow me on Twitter X as well, at EmpireJeff_, man. HC Pigs, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well, brother. Warriors reality check. Search be destroying. Search do be destroying. All right, trying to catch up here, y'all. Steve Kerr at the end. Yeah, he was extra pink, bro. Extra pink at the end there, man. He was hot pink there at the end. Okay, let me get away from basketball here. Winter meetings, I think. Yeah. So I think the winter meetings, which kick off on Sunday night, is probably where we're gonna see this all come down here, man. DMAC show is ending now. Oh, okay, cool. Shout out to DMAC, man. Shout out to DMAC. Man, I'm trying to get on that show, man, or get him on here. I'm trying to make that happen. I see people when I'm over there, they're shouting me out in the chat. They're like, D-Mac, get Jeff on. And I'm like, guys, he's like, I'm not big enough yet, man. So I'm trying. I would love to get on that show. I would love to be able to chop it up with D-Mac and that crew, or have him over here on Empire Jeff TV. I would love to. But I got to pay my dues and wait my time. You know what I mean? It would be an honor and a privilege. Maybe one day. Who knows, man? But love their work. Watch all their shows. They do fantastic work. All the heavy hitters in the game. I'm blessed to have contacts with a lot of them. So Dodgers Nation, it would be an honor and a privilege to one day share a screen with them, man. Absolutely. BC says, I tell people to come here. Oh yeah, appreciate you, man. Like I said, it's a goal of mine to get to work with them eventually, man. It definitely is. We got Mighty Bass. What's going on, man? I don't see Soto going back to the West Coast. That stunt in Padres was way too quick, as if he demanded a trade on the low. Excuse me. Well, the stint with the Padres really didn't have anything to do with the Padres other than the fact that they weren't going to be able to pay him. So they wanted to trade him out while he still had higher value as opposed to in his free agent year when they wouldn't have got as much of a return. So it wasn't like he didn't want to be there and they didn't want him. They just knew they weren't going to be able to pay the money he was going to command. So they got him out of there. And if you look at it, that's why Washington traded him. And it's why San Diego traded him. So the kind of people that are punishing him for him moving around, it really wasn't his fault. He was traded by teams that knew they couldn't afford him. And that's kind of like what it was. It really wasn't about him being a problem or all this locker room cancer or all these stuff that came out was kind of, what is happening here? It was kind of one of those things that were unfair to him. So having said that, I do think that, sorry, guys, I hit some on my keyboard. My screen started getting crazy here. There we go. It wasn't necessarily about him being a cancer or anything at all. It's just the teams knew they couldn't afford him. They decided to get high value for him. The Yankees traded for him knowing that he would be a free agent and would not sign an extension. They rolled the dice. They took the risk, and now they're living in this mess right now and waiting to see what comes of it. Let's see here. Welcome all. Absolutely. Manimal, what's up, my guy? What's good with you? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Juan Soto to the Dodgers confirmed. No, not confirmed. Not confirmed. No, let's bring that back. Not confirmed. Not confirmed. Not even necessarily likely, right? But the report that came out today, if you guys are just joining, the report that came out today is that multiple teams have offered Juan Soto a contract in the $600 million range, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are one of them. And most people, including myself, never envisioned the Dodgers getting into a bidding war for Juan Soto. So the fact that they're one of the teams who have offered $600 million is extremely intriguing, extremely interesting, and quite frankly, exciting. This is going to be an interesting down to the wire race. And then, like I said, I would say 70-30 right now. He doesn't come to the Dodgers. Crazier things have happened, and it wouldn't break the internet. It would evaporate it. It would destroy it. People may not have internet for a week. Like, if Juan Soto decides to come to the Dodgers, this would be absolute insanity, man. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here, man. Don't care 187. What's going on, man? Don't care. He said, BC, too late. I already followed you here. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Anyone who's new over here, anyone who's pulling up, it is your first time here, man. I am Empire Jeff. We talk Dodgers. We talk Lakers. Feel free to, drop a like on the video, subscribe, become part of the community. You'd be greatly appreciated and welcome. Fun place to be. We got a great chat over here. Very friendly, very informative, very knowledgeable. We have a good time over here talking Dodger baseball. We don't always have a good time talking Laker basketball right now because they're a headache. But outside of that, we love our teams, and it's a respectful place to be. So shout out to y'all for pulling up. If it's your first time, if it's not your first time and you still have not subscribed, please do so. Helps the channel out. Spread the word. Spread the gospel. Helps the channel grow. Let's see. What's going on, Rand? If Dodgers offered $600 million, then do you see something similar to Sale's contract, high signing bonus with a portion deferred? That's what I'm getting to here, Rand. So appreciate you. You cut the line on me, though, dog. You cut the line on me. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So since you brought that up, let's touch on this now, and I'll get to more of your guys' comments here. Okay. So what I think where the Dodgers may have something here, and what I think the Dodgers might be doing or attempting to do, and what might intrigue Soto is this. Let's say New York offers $650 million. Let's say the Mets offer $650, Boston $625, Yankees $600, $675, whatever that number is, and that's the number they offer. And the Dodgers like, okay, someone offers you $650. We are going to offer you $600 million. All right. 10 years, $600 million. All right. We're going to make is tripping again right when I'm trying to make a point. I want to make sure you guys can still hear and see me in the chat. Let me know if you can still hear and see me in the chat before I continue my point, because my internet is not being friendly. It's not being nice. It's not being Let's see. I just want to make sure before I continue my point. Okay, good. Okay. So what I think is going to happen here is 10 years, 600 million, but of that 600 million, we are going to take that profit, that Shohei Ohtani profit from last year, which is anywhere, depending on reports, between 120 and 150 million dollars, and we're going to give you that as a signing bonus. We're going to give you between 120 and 150 million dollars signing bonus, and we will let you opt out after the third year. And boom, 29 years old, free agent again, ton of money, right back out there in the market again, plays for World Series championships for the next 3 years. Dodgers get their guy in that time. They don't pay a full $600 million. And maybe he comes back, or maybe he doesn't even opt out. And maybe it works for both parties. That's the Dodgers' golden ticket right there. A massive signing bonus. And it's all paid off of the profit of Shohei Ohtani, who took the pay cut to make something like this possible. It lines up. It lines up. Oh, man, I've never seen a quadruple digit on the screen here. 1,100 people in the building right now, man. Holy, man. We got over 1,000 people on Twitter right now, man. Appreciate y'all. Twitter X blowing up right now. But that's what it is to me, y'all. If the Dodgers are going to pull a rabbit out the hat here, it's going to be them taking that Shohei Ohtani profit money, leaning on that deferred Shohei Ohtani money, and rolling that into Blake Snell, rolling that into Juan Soto, and potentially someone else. And that's how the Dodgers get Juan Soto for potentially $100 million less overall than another team. And if you're Juan Soto and someone's giving you a $150 million check right now, plus all those additional years in case something goes wrong, talk to me, y'all. What y'all think, man? That would be very, very hard for him and Boris to turn down. That 150 mil, Boris gets that cut off top, y'all. He gets that cut off top because it's now. That's now. And that is how I think the Dodgers enter the chat. The Dodgers have entered the chat. And if you've looked at what the Dodgers have done, they operate in kind of trends. They started going with the deferred, smaller deferred, then bigger deferred, more deferred, more deferred, more deferred. Now this signing bonus thing. Now this signing bonus thing. I said sinus bonus. What the signing bonus thing? Now they can come out and just rock baseball. They're already mad at deferred. Now they're gonna rock everybody with their signing bonus. Telling you, if it happens, you're gonna see a signing bonus bigger than a lot of Major League Baseball players' entire contract. And I think that if the Dodgers do get Juan Soto, it's going to be because of something like that. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think, because that is, I was going to wait a little bit to go there, but Rand brought it up in the chat, so I had to jump on the grenade there. But that's where I was taking this. That's where I was taking this, man. Hepatitis, see you later. What's up, my guy? The only hole the Dodgers have is outfield. I don't understand the spread, the money argument against Soto. Dodgers don't have many holes they can afford to splurge on one player like Soto. Yeah, I get it. You know what it is? Guys have just become, people just become so loyal to Teo that I think they feel dirty or disloyal for hoping for Soto. And but at the end of the day, look, if I had my choice between Soto or Teoscar, we all know who the better player is. I love what Teo did here, but Teo is 32 years old. Like, Soto's 26, and Soto's better. I love Teo. And I still think that's what's going to happen, and I will not be upset. I still think it's going to be Teo. But if it's not Teo, and the reason because it's not Teo is because we got Soto, it's like how we all love JD Martinez, and the only reason we didn't bring back JD is because we got Ohtani. That's upgrading like a mug. Again. Incentive to pay Soto should be higher, especially since potentially getting Sasaki for league minimum. That part, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You got deferred Ohtani. You can potentially get Sasaki for peanuts. You got Snell with deferred and a signing bonus. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. There you go, Craig. $100 million bonus. I think it's going to be higher than that. Do a poll. How many would take Soto if the Dodgers paid him $6 million versus no Soto? I could do a poll on that. People, I pretty much feel like I know what it would be because people do not want Soto here, man. Let me go ahead and create this poll here. Let's see. Was 600 mil. Let's see. Let me would you say no, so okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat right now. Would you want Soto if it was for 600 million? Okay. So I'm gonna put the poll in the chat right now. Give you a little bit of time to rock with that. Let's see where it is. Tap in on that chat. If you are on YouTube, you're not gonna be able to see the chat, but I greatly excuse me. If you're on Twitter X, you're not gonna be able to see the chat. But appreciate y'all, man. That's shout out to everyone over on Twitch as well. I see you. So let me know what you guys think, because I know that Dodger fans are very loyal to Teo. I am too. I love Teo. I really, really do. And I would love to see him back. And if we don't get Soto and we get Teo, I'm not going to be over here upset about it. But I understand when you get a chance to get a generational talent like Juan Soto, you absolutely have to. You absolutely have to go after that. What's going on, Jong? Signing Soto will make our team like we're buying a super team. Well, I don't really care what it makes us like, as long as it makes us a World Series champion. We're doing this within the rules. Our team does good business. They scout well. They've got money. They don't do bad deals for the most part. They've earned the right to be able to splurge their money however they want. They greet 400 million people at the gate every year, this past year. They've earned it. This is just the cost of doing business, right? And at the end of the day, if they're willing to spend it, far be it for me to say it's too much money for them to spend. I think that $600 million for Juan Soto is a bit too much. I agree with that. Having said that, it is not my money. And if they feel these guys are much smarter than me, they're much better at this than me, and I trust everything they do at this point. So if they feel that signing Juan Soto for $600 million or more is the right move, then I'm rocking with them because they've earned that. The bot recognizes how chatters like to greet one another. That's funny. Yeah, make sure to drop a like on the video if you have not done so already, man. We got 80 people in the building right now. We only have 19 likes. Come on, man. We got to be better than that. We got to be better than that. Let's just drop some likes on the video, man. I'm going to hold up here. I'm going to pause for a second. Let y'all reach over to that like button, hit that thumbs up, and let's get some likes on the video, man, here. 80 people on YouTube right now. We got, like the post on Twitter X as well, man. We've got 1,100 people on Twitter X right now. Man, incredible. Drop a like on the post on Twitter X. Repost the post on Twitter X. Drop a comment on there, man. Join the conversation. Join the chat. I can see your comments on the screen from Twitter X as well, not just YouTube. Join the conversation. We welcome you. We encourage you. If you're on YouTube, make sure to tap in on that poll we got going right now. We have got would you want Soto for 600 million or not? We have 30 votes right now. We need more than that. Come on, tap in on that. But we need more likes. Only 20 likes on the video with 80 people in here. There we go. 23, 24. There we go. Okay. Keep dropping likes on the video, man. Same with you guys on Twitter X. Drop a like, repost it, share it, comment, all the above, man. So, actually, here we go. So let's continue with some of these chats here, and we'll continue on here. What would Ohtani prefer when he deferred 98% of his contract to sign Soto or Teoscar? Soto. That's right. Soto. And while I think Ohtani, loves Teo, Ohtani wants to win. Ohtani wants to win. I don't think there's a world where they sign both. Like, I don't think there's a world where they sign Soto and then bring Teo back for 25 million more. Like, I don't think that's, unless they can find someone to take like Chris Taylor's contract, or the Dodgers have a way to move some money out, like to equal at least half of what Teo would get. So maybe it's not that, I wouldn't say a 100% no, but I definitely wouldn't see it happening. But there's some things that they could do, man. Hepatitis See You Later says a Soto deal is going to have an opt-out after year 3 or 4. Then he retests. Dodgers could potentially be off the hook of a $600 million deal when he goes back in the market, since he's young enough to do that. And that's my point. I don't believe the Dodgers will ever pay that $600 million. And here's the thing. You run the risk, though. You run the risk. And it's maybe not a major risk. Sorry, my hat in the headphones are pushing on my glasses here. It's not maybe a major risk, but you do run the risk of you sign Soto to a $600 million deal, banking that he opts out after year 3 or 4, and he has like a horrific injury, or he just falls apart and just becomes a shell of himself. Again, unlikely, but you run that risk, right? If your plan is to sign him to 10, 12, whatever years, but expect him to opt out in 3. Like if he has a massive injury in year 3 and then doesn't opt out, and then doesn't have an opt out again for a gang of seasons after that, this is a risk you run, right? You have to be prepared for that. So having said that, I think you take that risk. I think you take that risk. Absolutely. Twitter is a hella popping off right now, man. 1,150 people in the building over on Twitter X, man. Manama says Soto will be a Dodger. I can't wrap my mind around it yet. I can't bring myself to believe in that yet. That would just be craziness, y'all. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be craziness? Craziness, man. All right, keep tapping in on this poll question, man. We got 32 votes right now. Right now, almost 70% yes, 30% no. Interesting. Okay. Most of the people in the chat and online, and on my Twitter, on my IG, on my TikTok, all pretty much saying no, don't do it. Matter of fact, make sure to follow me on all the socials you see at the top of the screen, man. At EmpireJeff _ on Twitter X, EmpireJeff TV on Instagram, EmpireJeff TV here on YouTube, and EmpireJeff TV on TikTok, man. Building up over there on TikTok. Got some good community building over there as well. So make sure to follow me on all those platforms. Let's see. Don't Care says, I said it earlier. At first, I was anti-Soto, but I just wanted to see the world burn and have a good laugh, see MLB meltdown and cry, drink those haters' tears. Yes, like I said, we are paying our players with their tears, man. Absolutely paying our players with their tears. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's the best part of the game, yo. LA Por Vida. ¿Qué onda? What's going on, my guy? What I missed? Sorry. You think LA is sorry. No, man. This is becoming closer than I thought it would be, man. I thought the Dodgers would be out of this by now. But, part of me still believes that the Dodgers are like staying like 20, 25 million below everyone else, staying in the race per se, raising that price up, but having really no intention of signing him. Part of me believes that. A bigger part of me believes that than the part of me that believes he's actually going to sign here. But I will tell you, the door is opening a little bit for me. But I'm still not completely aligned with the information I've been getting. There are people that I've been talking to of late who think this is pretty possible. The people, for those who are late and those who know, Por Vida is one of them, man. Back last offseason, when I was telling everybody before it happened about Yamamoto, Ohtani, Teoscar, all those guys. I think that's how Por Vida actually found me, was last offseason on Twitter when I was kind of putting this stuff out there before it happened. And when it started happening, people were like, what the hell? And like a quick story, the morning of the Blake Snell signing, actually the night before the Blake Snell signing, I had heard that they had met with him a second time. And it was picking up steam of Snell coming to LA. And I was talking to, someone via text, and I was like, the Snell to LA is gaining momentum. They met with him for a second time. I think this is a done deal, and the framework for a Teoscar Hernandez deal is pretty much in place, depending on how the market shifts with a Soto deal. And I had that conversation with this guy 8 hours before the Snell news came out. Very similar to me last year with the Yamamoto situation. So I got the receipts for it. You know what I mean? I got the receipts for it. Some of these same people that I've been talking to were the same people who told me last year the Yankees were getting nervous. And I was convinced at that point, Yamamoto was going to be a Dodger. I'm obviously not convinced that Soto is going to be a Dodger yet. I'm not there yet. There are people that I'm talking to who are more believing it more than I am. And like I said, it's very rare that I don't agree with the information I'm getting, because I just can't get a real feel or sense that he's going to come here. That would be just one of the most craziest things we've ever seen in baseball. And if he does, oh my God, man, you talk about Jordan Bulls, Shaq Kobe Lakers. You talk about all the dominant dynasties of any era, and we are just a shoo-in for that. This gives us a chance. Like if we do get him, you could lose one or two guys to injury and still win a World Series. It doesn't matter. You're going to bulldoze everyone. Again, if this is a big if they're going to get him, but this would be something that might force the league to do something. Like it would be that game changing that it may force the league to change the rules because an organization is just ran too well. Like, Grandpa, why did they change the rules in 2026? Like, well, the Dodgers were just ran too well. They were just too smart. They had money. They knew how to use it. They knew how to spend it. They knew how to defer it. They knew how to save it. They knew how to make money off their saving of money. They knew how to pay their players with interest gained on money. They were a hedge fund, essentially. They got $250 billion under management. 5.8 billion of that is allocated to the Los Angeles Dodgers. And they just ran their team too well. And a lot of people cried. And a lot of people were sad. And they cried themselves to sleep because their team wasn't as smart, as hungry, as driven, as competitive, etc., etc. The other teams just sucked at what they did. And the Dodgers were generational at what they did. That's the story. That's going to be the story. Craziness. Craziness, man. I'm getting back here, trying to catch up. Aaron says, Jeff, you are big enough. No, I'm not big enough yet, man. I'm still paying my dues. You know what I mean? Again, I would love to be on that show. It would be an honor and a privilege. But they got a lot of other guys that are bigger than me, stature-wise. They could be on there. Look, I think I can hold my own knowledge-wise. I think it would be a great conversation. I think we'd have fun. But at the end of the day, I got to put in the work and earn my way over there, man. Grumpy Loco, what's going on, Grumpy Loco? Hey Jeff, supposedly. What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. What's good, Brooklyn Faithful? What's going on, my guy? What's going on, IB? What's going on, IB? I'm assuming IB stroking me for playing basketball, man. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in. LA for life. You think we get him for real? I don't know, brother. I don't know. This is very hard to process. Like, this doesn't happen. Not even in video games does this happen, man. This isn't even PlayStationable. Is that a word? This isn't even PlayStationable. Like Xboxable. Whatever. I haven't played a video game in over 20 years. I can't even tell you what consoles are out right now. But this, like I said, this is absurd. This is crazy. Lunacy. When you think about it, the Dodgers, I'm smacking my mic here. The Dodgers are exactly what everyone makes fun of Laker fans for being. Oh, y'all think you can get anyone? You're just going to trade for everyone. It doesn't work like that. You can't trade for everyone. You can't sign everyone. The Dodgers like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You talking to me? I'm going to sign him right now. Craziness. But look, I don't know. The report came out today that the Dodgers are one of the teams that have offered him $600 million. That in and of itself is interesting as hell. And we'll see. We will see, man. Grumpy Loco said, hey, Jeff, supposedly Juan Soto already made his choice. I haven't heard that. Not least not from anyone credible. His own agent today said that nothing is imminent. They're starting to kind of dismiss teams from the conversation. Teams are falling out of the race and are being excluded. And the Dodgers are not yet one of those teams that have been removed from the list yet. Jackie said, what about Roki? Roki will not be posted until about January 15th. So we'll know something after that. I still believe in my heart of hearts, in my baseball hearts of hearts, that we are going to get Roki Sasaki. I still believe that to be true. I went into this offseason convinced that we were going to get Snell, re-sign Teo, get Roki, and either a major bullpen piece or a shortstop. I want to say I still feel that's where we land, but this Soto situation just opens things wide up here. It just, I have no idea now. I don't know what baseball world we live in right now. I don't know. I do not know. Like I said, this is absurd, man. This is absurd. I'm trying to catch up to everything here, y'all. Trying to catch up to everything, man. Let's see. Nigga Dodgers for life. What's up, my brother? Appreciate you, man. I'm more shocked about the Dodgers offer, which tells me the Dodgers aren't messing around. They are serious about building the next dynasty. Yeah, that was it for me too. That was it for me too. When I saw that, like, yo, the Dodgers went to 600. The Dodgers went to 600 mil. I was like, I talked to someone yesterday, and I've been trying to get confirmation on that Boston offer, and I can't get it. So I'm like, I'm trying to find anyone that says they got some like strong belief on that, right? So I'm calling around, and then I talked to a guy yesterday, and they're like, I think I have an idea what the Dodger offer is, and I was like, well, what? And he goes, it's north of 550, and I was like, what? Like what? Like 560, 575? He's like, I don't know. I said 550 to someone and they laughed at me. I was like, oh man. And then today the 600 million thing comes out. And I'm like, this is craziness. The fact that the Dodgers are even in the conversation for $600 million to Juan Soto is nuts. Nuts that like in a good way. Like they're here to play. They're here for keeps. They're going for the jugular. I love it. I love it, man. Hate it or love it. The Dodgers are on top. Roki's only eligible to get league minimum, which helps a Soto pursuit because the Dodgers could essentially use the money they were going to use on another pitcher on Soto instead. Yes. And again, they made reportedly between 120 million and 150 million off Ohtani this season alone. And they won a World Series. That number is going to go up next year. They're going to get more sponsorships. More Japanese businesses sponsoring. It's going to go up. Plus the Ohtani deferrals. That money that they were going to quote unquote pay Ohtani later is put into a fund and is just gaining interest because they have to put it in there, I think, every 2 to 3 years. They have to put a portion of it in there to validate that they have it, which they do, right? But then you can put it in there and just gain more interest off those hundreds of million and pay other players with it. It's it's insanity. I don't think people understand that we're ran like by a company that runs a fund, a $250 billion fund. My God. J Raider Nation, what's up, my guy? Soto was considering an extension with the Padres. He loves the West Coast. Just something to think about. He was considering it, they said, but it never came close to happening, and Boris probably would have never let it happen. So when you are a Boris client, you typically are not allowed to sign an extension. You have to test free agency because he wants the biggest offer secured. When you get with Boris, it's almost like he's signing you. You're not really signing him, right? Like he's makes the rules a lot of this up. He has his own brand and his own kind of thing, right? So that's one thing to be concerned about is if Boris's way is it's the highest bidder and that's it, I don't think that's going to be the Dodgers. If it's the most money, the highest AAV ever, the most money in the 3-4 year span, $150 million signing bonus, which Boris gets a cut of immediately, then maybe that changes because this is new. This is new. No one has ever gotten a signing bonus that big before. This changes the game. The Dodgers are changing the game once again. And I'm telling you, they can offer something to him that no other team could. No other team could offer Blake Snell. Now just, hey, Blake Snell, here's $52 million just for picking us. No other team's doing that. They're not doing that. No other team saying, hey, show here's $700 million. The next season, we're going to offer $600 million to someone else after signing Yamamoto for $325 million. Trading for and extending Glasnow. Extending Tommy Tanks. Extending Will Smith. No other team is doing this. No other team is keeping this much consistency, chemistry, camaraderie, and culture on the same team. No one is doing that. No one is doing that. Holy man, we are above 1,400 now. 1,300 people on Twitter X, man. Appreciate y'all. Drop a like on the post on Twitter X. Repost that post. Comment on it. Join the conversation. We can see you in the chat here live. So if you join the conversation, we can see it. I will read your questions right here in the chat. Blowing up on Twitter X. Something happened a couple weeks ago, and it just started taking off over there. So appreciate you guys, man. On YouTube, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, share it as well. Greatly appreciate everyone for the time spent here, man. If they repeat, I think they'll repeat too. Yo, if they get Soto, they have a chance to do something we've never seen in generations, multiple generations that our grandparents haven't seen. As far as 3, I know that wrong thing, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. The Dodgers would have a legit chance at that lunacy. They would absolutely have a chance at that if Soto signs. And this is a very big if. This is a very big pie in the sky. This is a Hail Mary. But I am a little surprised that the Dodgers are this deep in the game, still in the conversation, and they've offered a $600 million deal to Juan Soto. That is, I can't wrap my mind around that. That's just insanity. And if they sign Soto, I can't see how they don't repeat. Yep, they're repeating anyways. This just further secures it. What's going on, James Craig? Salute to you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Young Yi, what's going on, Young? If you choose one, Soto or Sasaki, so who would that be? I would choose Sasaki over Soto. Well, you could get both because Sasaki is peanuts, next to nothing. He comes into international pool money, so he basically gets a minor league deal. So they're getting Sasaki pretty much no matter what, in my opinion. So we got a poll going here on YouTube. Would you want Soto if it was for $600 million? We got 67 votes right now, and so far, almost 70% of the people are voting yes. I'm going to keep that poll alive for a little bit as we get more people coming in. That number is higher than it was. It was higher. My chat and socials and all these posts I've been doing on other areas have been in the other direction. So this is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Said I want at minimum an 8-peat. That'd be crazy, huh? BC says he was the Yankees' only 300 hitter in the World Series. Yeah, man, all those walks, man. All those walks. Ozzy, what's going on, Ozzy? One MLB insider said, hold on for breaking news. I don't think we're getting anything tonight. I don't think we're anything one second here. Hold on, guys. I got some text coming in. Hold on. Oh. Oh, man, I don't know if this is theatrics, y'all. I don't know if this is gamesmanship, but the Yankees are freaking out. The Yankees are freaking out. I said earlier in the show that appreciate you, Ozzy. Appreciate you. I don't think we're getting anything tonight. I'd be absolutely shocked if we did. I think they would want to parade this into the winter meetings. It would make sense to do so. It's good for the sport. Even if he's made a decision, it's good to carry it into that. Keep eyes and attention and everything on the sport. What I heard earlier tonight, for those who are joining late, what I heard tonight is that the Yankees are starting to get very nervous. Not only that they may not get Juan Soto to return. This could change at any time. So I just want to be clear about this, that they're getting nervous that not only will Soto not return, but they may be last in the race right now. That doesn't sound right hearing myself say that. You've got the Boston Red Sox listed as a favorite less than 48 hours ago. Then the Mets. The Dodgers thrown in today. Now it's the Yankees are getting worried. I don't know, man. This could be a really, really great PR campaign negotiating through the media. It really, really could be. For all we know, Boston's in last place, right? This could be an epic all-time one for the ages, toying with people's minds and hearts through the media. I just got another message. The direct quote is the Yankees are freaking the F out. And my guy knows. All right. Again, they knew last year It's on my YouTube shorts. It's on the clips. You guys can hear me say it last year about Yamamoto. I'm not gassing you guys up. I'm not capping. I'm not. It's 100% true. I got no reason to. I'm not a newsbreaker. Never have been, never will be. Man, this is getting interesting. This is getting very, very interesting, man. We'll have to play it out. We'll have to wait and see. Soto to LA would be good for baseball. It'd be great for baseball. What's going on, Song? Signing Soto, it will make the Dodgers look like we're buying a super team. We'll be seen as the new Yankees. You know, we'll be seen as if we sign Soto. Y'all know what we'll be seen as? And you got to cue that Imperial March in your heads right now. That dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The new evil empire of the MLB would be the Los Angeles Dodgers if we sign Juan Soto. I felt we already were the new evil empire of baseball when we got Ohtani and Yamamoto and all that, man. I already thought we were. But if we get Juan Soto, then we about to be the evil empire of the MLB, man. Young says, hello, world champion Dodger fans. Absolutely. Salute to all the Dodger fans out there. All the loyal, diehard, right through to the end. Got dragged through the absolute mud this year, man, through the playoffs, ups and downs, and we got that trophy, man. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. You put LeBron. I am not talking LeBron tonight. Buying a championship is cool. It means the owners care. In life, you get what you pay for. Say it again. Say it with your whole chest. That's incredible. That's incredible logic right there. Yeah, I mean, you cannot buy a championship in baseball. You can have the best offense in the world, but if you don't got arms, right? If you have terrible management, if you have a terrible bullpen, baseball, you cannot buy a championship. You can't do it. It's been tried. You can't do it. You just can't. Young says, I can imagine Mets and Yankees fans are very nervous about the Dodgers rumors. I think a lot of people are nervous about the Dodgers rumors, but as of right now, they're simply still rumors. They're, the Dodgers are in it. I'll tell you though, I'm a pretty good, with my background in sales, communications, serving, all this, like, I'm pretty good at judging body language and when someone's trying to keep something in. Andrew Friedman looked like he was very happy to get Blake Snell, but he seemed like y'all ain't seen nothing. Like that, we got more coming. We've got more coming. And what keeps rattling around in my brain is the deferred money for Ohtani and that $150 million profit they made on him this year. That's what keeps jumping around in my head. $68 million for Ohtani, $150 million profit. What they made off of him. Man, that's a lot of bread. That's a lot of money to potentially spend on the biggest signing bonus in MLB history for someone like a Juan Soto. Craziness. Pablo says, if Nolan Arenado is also a possibility, all the smoke rumors going on. Yeah, so Nolan Arenado, we talked about this yesterday. Look, I think Nolan could have a resurgency here. I think he could come back and find his way and play great here. That glove is still elite. I think the bat would go to a next level than he was last year. I think he would find his way again in this system, in this lineup. My problem is I just don't know where we put him. As much as I hate the idea of Carlos Correa on this team, he fits a need at shortstop. Willie Adames fits the need at shortstop. Juan Soto, with Mookie moving to the infield, fits the need in right field. Arenado at third, at the risk of maybe potentially getting rid of one of our best chemistry guys in Muncy, I think I would pass on that. I can't bring myself to say the fact that I would want Correa on this team, but he technically would fit better than our Arenado, right? But that's not happening. So to me, the only player that makes sense in that situation is Adames, right? You don't have to trade anything. You can spend it. You can get him, keep your prospects. But there's a lot of rumors. The Dodgers are linked to a whole lot of guys still. Walker Buehler, Garrett Crochet, Obviously, Juan Soto, Teoscar Hernandez. There's a lot of guys that they're still. Willie Adames, like I said, Arenado, Carlos Correa, unfortunately. There's a lot of guys, Ha-Seong Kim, the Padres. There's a lot of guys that Dodgers are still linked to. So a lot remains to be seen. Could you also dive into this odd golden at bat proposition, what it's all about? So what I can gather from it, and I don't see it happening. I want to say that now. I don't see it happening. But from what I kind of, what is Lucky doing? What I understand from what it is that basically one time per game, you can pick a player to bat at any moment, even if he's already batted in that inning, even if he just bat. So let's say it's the bottom of the ninth, you're down one or it's tied. The Dodgers could elect to have Ohtani bat twice in the same inning if he's coming up. So let's say Ohtani's leading off the inning. He can have his normal at bat, and then you can let him bat again. One time during the game, you can elect to have someone bat at any moment. I don't know if baseball's ready for something like that. I just don't know if they're ready for something like that. Where are we at here? I'm trying to okay, Aaron got you real quick. Let me go down here. Looks like we got someone that my man Search gifted 5 memberships, man. My brother. Appreciate my brother Search, man. Appreciate you, man, gifting 5 memberships to our community here. 5 new members. Welcome to the party, y'all. Greatly appreciate you, Search, man. Thank you so much. 5 new members. Welcome to the family. You'll start to be able to see the member-only videos, the member-only streams, the member-only vlogs that I'm starting to do more now. So salute to you, brother Search, man. Man. We love you, Search, over here. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much. Let me get back to where I was here. The chat is active tonight, man. Very active tonight. So appreciate it. Trying to get back to where I was here, guys. 1 second. Man, chats are hefty tonight. I think it was Aaron was the last person I trying to catch up, trying to get back here. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I didn't realize I still had these many chats to get to. Holy. I don't know if I'll be able to get to everyone tonight, yo. This is hefty. So I'm gonna do kind of rapid fire here. If Mets get Soto, will they be the favorite in the NL East next year? Maybe, probably. They had a good year this year, and they just add to it. What's going on, Rand? Search, thank you again, brother. Appreciate you. Good. Okay, people saying they can hear me. Good. Jeff with the mannequin challenge. Facts, right? The argument for spreading the money to an Adames and Teo instead of signing those Soto was like choosing 2 studio apartments over a mansion. I hear you. It wasn't my choice. Like, that's picking it over. I just thought that was going to be the likely outcome. I didn't believe that they were going to get him. Still not saying they do. What's going on, Just E? Appreciate you. Said good. Okay. Everyone's saying this is the part where my internet was cutting out. I'm assuming. I really hope they don't get Adames or Kim. I know there's a lot of people that don't want them. Lakers need one big blockbuster. We're not talking about them tonight. We have enough people wasting time on that tonight. I'm not going to do it. Let's see. Shohei brought in 120 to 150 million. Yeah, man. And like I said, they could just pay it forward. And when Shohei sat them down, he was like, look, hold on, another text. Hold on. Okay, just a follow-up, nothing. When Shohei sat them down and pitched them on deferring the money, it was for exactly this. If you sign Soto and give him what he wants, I would be 100% okay with the front office saying, all right, these next offseason, we're going to chill with the big deals until 2029. Yep, absolutely. That is box office. Absolutely. The free agency classes in the next couple of years outside of 2020-29 are relatively weak anyway. Get Soto now. And then you can always make trades later, too. It's not like they can't move a guy if they want to, right? So absolutely, get what you can and do what you can do. Let's see. What's going on, Trey? remember the name this time. Feels more like upping the cost of the competitors. You know, that's what I've been feeling all along. That's what I've been feeling all along. But a lot of people who cover this game more than me, starting to become believers here. I'm not necessarily one of them yet, but this is getting intense. This is getting crazy, man. This is getting nuts, man. It's that thumbnail. Yeah, man. Let's see. Snell and Soto were teammates in San Diego. They were. And shout out to Tyler Glasnow. Was also, I've been telling you guys for a while. Glasnow's been working on Snell, trying to get him here for a while. Snell and Soto are boys. Yep. Bodis might actually like that. Let's see. Skip Soto and sign like 3 top free agents with that money. What's going on, Nando 390? That's a lot of people's preference, right? Everyone wants a depth route, but the Dodgers are already deep. The Dodgers are already deep, man. You listen. You put a guy like Juan Soto in the middle of this lineup. His ability to take walks, his ability to put the bat on the ball. Shohei Ohtani, as great as he is, has a lot of swing and miss there. You put a guy like Freddie Freeman, a guy like Mookie Betts, a guy like Juan Soto in this lineup, just contact guys, and good Lord, man, it could be crazy. What's going on, Big Baby? Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure to go subscribe to Big Baby Sports. Does great work over there covering the Lakers, man. Almost 1,500 people in the building right now on Twitter X, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to everyone over on YouTube as well. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. There we go. 40 likes on the video. Let me check it on this poll. Still 67% people saying yes, man. We got 100 votes right now. Shout out to y'all, man. If you have not joined the poll here, would you want Soto if it was for $600 million? Yes or no? Please contribute to that poll. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Man, I'm trying to catch up to y'all, man. I've seen my NBA team repeat twice, my soccer team repeat once. Now I need to see my baseball team do it. Exactly. Because I don't see happening in football or hockey. Nope. Big Baby says, breaking, Juan Soto is signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers. According to a source with direct knowledge, the World Series champions just got even better. This is not officially official yet, man. This is not man. But there's a guy making a round on Twitter right now that a lot of people are picking up on. And they're kind of rolling with it. Let's just say I'm not. Let's just say I'm not. I've got my reasons for that. Let's see. Well, I mean, Zhang, Sasaki is regardless of whoever we get because he doesn't affect anyone else we're trying to get. Wait, he's saying the Dodgers got him? I know who you're talking about. He's gotten some stuff right, and he's gotten some stuff wrong that was later deleted. That's why I say I don't necessarily take that as a trusted source. He has gotten things right, but he's also gotten things way off, and they're just nowhere to be found right now. Right? Let's see. Ohtani wants 9 more rings. Facts. If we get 40 likes and 10 membos, 10 membos will be given. If we get to 40 likes, oh man, Search, we have 41, Big Baby. We have 41, Search. Man. Search is the man around here. Shohei wants a ring for every finger and for decoy. Yep, I'm sick of hearing about Jeter's 5 rings. That's hilarious. As soon as Mookie gets 2 more, it'll be about his 5. Yep, facts. Yeah, you can also tap that Cash App, $ Empire Jeff. JD Martinez, Ohtani, Teoscar, and Soto is such a perfect comp, Jeff. It's uncanny. Yeah, no, that's just is what I'm saying though. Like what I'm saying is like how it went, right? Everyone liked JD, but we replaced him with Shohei. Everyone likes Teoscar. Replacing him with Soto would be crazy. Would be nuts. We got to check Soto's birth certificate. Ain't no way he's 26. For all we know, he might be Danny Almonte. Nah, man, Soto was known early. Soto was known and scouted early when he was very young. He's got documentation. He's had documentation for a while. He's been watching since he was very, very young. He's not one of these guys that just showed up on the scene. They've been watching Soto for a while. So if there was ever a guy that was going to be accurate with that, it's going to be Soto, man. Let's see. People think Mookie, Shohei, Freddie going to be young forever. No guarantees in baseball, but Soto will be the closest thing to a guaranteed championship at some point. That deal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And at some point, like I said, you're going to start the planning for that second wave of Shohei's career, right? That could be part of it. What's going on, Trayvon James? Dodgers getting Soto, going to be unfair. That's like the 27 Yankees. Yeah, man, I just don't think so, man. I just don't think we're there yet to where that decision has been made. Snell, JD, Soto, all Boris clients. Yep. They've been slowly building that bridge back to, and Don't forget, last offseason, the Dodgers almost, and I know this didn't reach the masses, but I said this at the time, and it finally came out later. The Dodgers almost got Bellinger back last year. They almost got him back last year. He was with the Dodgers at Camelback Ranch, thinking he was about to be back on that team when the Cubs came back with that third-year player option. So they've been low-key working with Boris here for a minute. Low-key. LA is becoming Boris' favorite destination. Well, they got the money. They got the money. They also got Kopech. Kopech is a Boris client. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Clutch Sports Baseball, what's up, man? What's going on? I would love to see that deal happen, just to see the internet and other fan bases melt down. Be crazy. What's going on, Lewis? What's good, my big brother Jeff? Get the likes up and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and tell a friend or a family member about the channel. Talk to him, man. Just he said, why can't we sign Soto and Tail? The defense will not matter with elite pitching. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it wouldn't be highly likely, but possible. Joe says, this effing guy. Joe's done crying about the Lakers now. If they can get both Soto and Tail, I would be down for that. But realistically, if they get Soto, means Tail's out, which is fine by me. Love Tail though. Yeah, I'm saying, like, to me, it's like you have a chance to get greater. And at the end of the day, the same people that are saying Tail this, Tail that, if he had a rough season or two, they'd be the first to turn on him, right? So Soto would be like getting Ohtani again, in a sense, right? Not maybe to that level. I would still pick Ohtani, but Soto is insane, bro. Like, it would be an insane get. I removed the comment and added something the bot posted anyway. BC says Dodgers haven't had the highest payroll in baseball in a while. Maybe they're due. Yep, absolutely. What's going on, Ken Roberts? It's their money to do what they need to and choose it's best to do with. I agree with you. Facts. Absolutely. I'm doing my best to catch up here, y'all, or just trade him 3 years after. That's another thing, right? You just continue to build up assets and you can move something on later. That's my point. Like, you can flip it later and completely rebuild and do something wild or crazy. So this is exactly what you want to do here, man. We got looks like we got Search here doing it again. Let me I gotta get all the way down here. Let me get down here. Search bless the chat again, my brother Search, man. 5 more memberships, man, for my brother Search here. 10 new members to the channel tonight. Search, my brother Search, man. I greatly appreciate you. I love you, brother. You know what it is, man. Send to the mod god, the mod of mods, the mod father, the best in the business. He will search and destroy you, but he has searched you out and give 10 of you guys memberships tonight. Don't make it a 1 month thing, y'all. Continue the membership on. Stay. You're going to like it. I'm going to give y'all some member-only videos. A lot coming probably towards the back end of this week. I'm going to start doing that a lot more. And let's build this community out. Appreciate you, Search, man, more than you will ever know. Now let me try to find where I was. This is the part. When I get back to where I was. Hold on. Okay, I think, wow. I think I actually got there faster. Okay, there we go. They probably have to trade some top prospect like Jackson Ferris to get off Taylor. Raise your money to logistically fit in Taylor's salary. In that scenario, they want both, not their style, though. No, it's not. I don't see them. I get where you're going with it, but I don't see them just giving up a top prospect to dump salary. I don't see that. Maybe they pay a portion of Taylor's salary to get him out of there. Favor for a favor, take care of a team. Team takes care of you, help them out later type thing. The Dodgers got good relationships around the league, man. What's going on, sports, baby? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. He is not worth $600 million. You're worth what someone will pay you, man. You're worth what someone will pay you. And that's what I will say. We got I don't want to misspeak your name, but I don't really know how to speak your name. So I apologize. So I'm gonna call you Home, I guess. Just my opinion. But if the Dodgers are serious about creating a dynasty, then I can see them offering Soto $600 million. That's it right there too. If they definitely are considering a dynasty, then yeah, you have to go all in. Absolutely have to go all in. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Soto plays 160 games a year. Dustin May got hurt eating a chicken wing. I want to be scared about a long-term deal health-wise. I hear you, but you never know, man. You can something can happen, man. That's all I'm saying. I agree with you there. I do agree with you, and I did say it was unlikely. I did give myself the out there, man. But I'm just saying. Ohtani may have wanted Trout. Maybe, but I don't see the Dodgers really doing that. At least not yet. Not yet. Hey Jeff, supposedly Soto was a Dodger. What's going on, Grumpy Loco again? Well, we will see. Like I said, I am not I'm going to take the agent at his word and said that nothing is imminent. No deal has been reached. I don't know if I really want to go off the basis of something on the internet right now when none of the majors remember where we were last year with Ohtani. Remember what happened with that. We don't want to be the jet to Los Angeles. We don't want to be that team who thinks we have them when we don't. Don't want to be that. Until the heavy hitters say it, like I'm telling you, I am not aligning with the information I'm even getting. I told you guys this multiple times on the show. I've heard it a few times that it's gaining momentum, and I'm still like not willing to accept the information I'm getting, which I never do. I never do. I never do that. I never not align with that. That these guys are good. But I think the situation is so different. I think it's so different. Now, these guys also were the ones that were just dug in when all that Ohtani to Toronto was coming. They're like, no way in hell. No way in hell. It's too far along with the Dodgers. And they were right. They were right again. So not my intel, theirs. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. When I get to this one, okay, there we go. Imagine if the Dodgers are just fronting and Soto does end up telling them yes. That would be wild, right? And I know, imagine like, oh yeah, 600. Everyone's like 650. Dodgers like, he's not going to pick us. We're good. And he's like, yeah. They're like, and the Dodgers, bro, we. That would be the craziest thing ever. No to Soto, the Jodo. He called him Jodo. Soto, the Odo. I see what you did there. Nah, man. Okay, so we got 111 votes there. Would you want Soto if it was for $600 million? And 63% are saying yes right now of over 100 votes in the building. Keep that going. Keep that going. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Soto wants the Dodgers, but doesn't want to make it look too obvious. Interesting. 120 plus wins. Yep. Jeremy, what's going on, sir? That would be insane. Absolutely insane. I think Friedman and the ownership wants the floodgates to open. They know how hard it is to repeat and to build a dynasty. Why the Yankees get to do it? Yeah, Mr. Six. And no one complained about it back then. They know once they repeat, the odds of them winning 3+ with Ohtani are sky high. Absolutely. It's going to be tough to change the CBA deferrals because it happens to players on existing deals with those types of terms. Well, here's the thing. I just don't see the Players Association agreeing to it. Something like this that's contractual. Players Association, to my knowledge, I'll have to double check on this, but I believe that that have to be done in collective bargaining, right? Changing the CBA would definitely have to be done in collective bargaining. So changing any layer of salary or structure or player pay would have to be an article of collective bargaining, and the Player Association would have to agree to it. I don't ever see the Players Association agreeing to any type of salary cap in baseball, nor getting rid of something that benefits players making money. Just don't see it. The Incline Dodger podcast. What's going on, guys? I enjoy your guys' work. I've watched your guys' show. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. I like to see when creators support other creators. So appreciate you. Make sure to go subscribe to the Incline Dodger podcast. I've watched several of the episodes. They do a great job over there. So appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Feels like Dodgers are just driving up the price to force Stephen Cohen to drop $700+ million. And that is absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. And that's where I've been. That's where I've been with all this. That's exactly how I felt this whole time. Then it becomes a race to 5. Let's see. Jeremy says, thank you, Search. Yep, everything Search. Now everyone hating because LA doing it. Yep, exactly. And again, man, shout out to Search, man, for all these members, new members popping off here, man. Appreciate you. I know I say that word a lot because I really do appreciate you guys. 4 more titles means Dodgers surpass the Dirty Birds of St. Louis. Yep. Me and Joe were talking about that before, saying about how, passing them would be like, catching the Yankees is going to be, that won't be in our lifetime, but the Redbirds could be. After Curry retires, Warriors will return to what they were from 1976 until they drafted Curry. Probably. What's going on, Jonathan? Ohtani brings in $100 million per year. That goes a long way to cutting costs. Absolutely. That's what I was talking about. Is why I feel like the Dodgers are prepared to drop that Ohtani profit on a massive signing bonus to Soto. But we'll see. The Incline podcast, you should come on Jeff's show. That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great. I want to work with other Dodger creators. You know what I mean? I definitely want to do that. So for sure, a lot of these creators didn't really know who I am because I covered basketball and kind of snuck up on people baseball wise, right? It took a little time for some people to find me as I started talking baseball. But yeah, I would love to talk baseball with as many people who talk baseball and who have baseball shows. I would absolutely love it. Over 1,500, almost 1,600 people on Twitter X right now, man. Incredible, man. Make sure to drop a like on the post, repost the post, comment on the video, guys. I can see your comments on the video. I can see your questions. I can see your comments live here in the chat. I can put them on the screen. You are welcome to join the conversation, contribute to the conversation. You are very, very welcome over here. So please, please, please partake in the conversation. What's going on, Josh? What source says they offered him $600 million? That would be Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic, Foul Territory of Fox. Very, very credible, long-time insider reporter. Knows what he's talking about, and he doesn't just put out BS. SBC says collab. Yeah, so let's try to line something up then. That'd be incredible. It'd be absolutely incredible. Like I said, I try to support every single Dodger channel I can. I'm new to these baseball streets. I did it this whole season. There's people have done it for years. I'm the new kid on the block, just like I was with basketball last season. But I love it. Like I just love talking baseball. So anyone who's got the Dodger show, that kind of likes my style or likes my flow of talking baseball, I would love to collab. I would love to link up and help grow this community for sure. Swish Flames podcast. What's going on, Swish? Soto going to the Dodgers will shut down baseball, kind of like what happened with to Cohen a few years back. Yeah, it would be this will be amazing, man. This will be absolutely amazing if this happens. Dodgers wanted Soto bad in 2022, but they just didn't have the caliber of prospects that SD had. I believe the interest is real. Sasaki coming for league minimum is the reason why they are doing this, and Ohtani's deferred contract plus profit. The Dodgers are long overdue for the first repeat in their storied history. Facts. Even the Reds have a repeat. The A's have a three-peat. Yeah, man. I'm trying to catch up to all these. Maybe Friedman and ownership are trying to load up on talent before these owners try to change the CBA. Again, no. It's not just up to the owners. The Players Association would have to do it, and the agents in baseball have a major role in that. I don't see it happening, especially Boris. Boris is so powerful in baseball. My gut leans towards Mets, but who knows until it's announced. That's kind of where I've been at. I feel if it's a matter of the most money, I don't think Cohen gets outbid. So I think Cohen's going to dare them to say, take less than this. Take less, I dare you. Soto will sign before Sunday. What's going on, George or Jorge, whatever you go by? Before Sunday. Interesting. You don't think it'll happen during the winter meetings? Okay, he doubled down on that. Baseball will never allow a salary cap. Yep, soccer is the biggest sport in the world. No salary cap. BS. That it would lead to fewer fan interest. Yep, I don't believe that for a second that they would bring that in. Taylor, Outman, Pajes is our current outfield. Outfield is our only hole. Friedman sees Soto extending the window of the contention. Yep. For over 600 million. BC says people want genuine super teams, means more when you win in that era. Yep. Half deferred. I don't know if he's doing half deferred. Boston is 12 years. Okay. I've been trying to reason with the fans that want Adames, Kim, Teo instead of Soto. Just get the damn mansion and forget about the 3 studio apartments. Look, if I had a choice, I would choose the Soto route. I just have had never entered my mind that it was a real possibility that they were going to be the team that won a bidding war. I didn't until really yesterday start kicking around in my mind about that Ohtani profit. We knew about the deferrals, but that profit and this signing bonus thing that they keep doing. Between Ohtani's profit and the signing bonus, my mind is starting to put 2 and 2 together here. I still don't have the Dodgers as the favorite, but I think that it's more possible than it was before for me. Okay, he's going in here. Sadie is broke. Yeah, Sadie, SD. So I'm hearing. I talked to someone earlier today who told me that San Diego was told to get their payroll down to 170 million. They would have to cut about $40 million on guys that they just have to kind of get rid of qualifying offers and all that. That means Profar's gone, Tanner Scott gone, Kim gone, the bench guy's gone. They lost their catcher. They would have to They're probably not going to re-sign Cease, right? Michael King. Why would Roki choose that? Why would Roki choose that when you got an organization that's not able to spend? They're not. They have no TV deal. They got money issues. So that's why I don't see them as a legit contender to anything right now. I just don't. Don't care says Guggenheim needs to buy the Lakers now to save them from the circus front office over there. Yeah, I mean that's been a talking point for a while. We mentioned that for a couple of years now. When they bought out AEG's portion of it, we talked about it then. It's kind of coming up again, but it's not a new narrative. Like it's been talked about. I think more people are in the masses. More people are starting to realize the percentage that Guggenheim has in the Lakers. I think a lot of people didn't really know that. But it's been talked about it. I've talked about it a year ago. I don't see that happening anytime soon, though, no matter what type of pressure is applied. I don't see it happening anytime soon. Signing bonus largest in history. Yep. Joey Lopez, what's going on, Joey? He is not going to the Dodgers. It's the Mets. It might be, Joey. It might be. Very well might be. No caps needed. No caps needed. Blake Snell did it because the opportunity to win with 3 Hall of Famers. Yep, absolutely. Mr. Classic, what's going on, Mr. Classic? ML Insider going Soto nuts on Twitter. Yeah, I mean it's ideal right now. Let's see. Yeah, if he got that. If he got that before anyone else, it's either one hell of a guess or he's got one hell of a plug. And I'll tell you this. Actually, no, I won't. I can't tell you this without betraying. Some of the best. Oh, okay, well, I'll tell you this. Some of the best sourcing in baseball, some of the best connects, some of the best relationships are not formed where you think they would be. I'll just tell you that. I've gotten some incredible baseball connects. Look, he's breakdancing to get in the other room here. I've gotten some of the greatest baseball connects in nowhere near baseball related areas. And I'll talk about some really good ones. So who knows? Maybe this guy really got him a really good one, but those guys aren't always right. Sometimes they tell you some things and something changes, which is why I never wanted to be in a news breaking situation, because things can change quickly. And then people call you a liar. Oh, he's clout chasing. And I don't want to be part of all that. All you got to do is be wrong once. And people are going to they're not going to remember all the times you were right. Right. So maybe he's right. Maybe he's not. All I'm saying is he or anyone, including myself, have not earned the right to be the word that's stamped on, passing. A lot of these guys out there, like a lot of the major guys, those would be the guys that you definitely have to wait on the stamp for. No Teo if they're getting Soto. However, if you see Teo was signed to LA, you can infer Soto signed elsewhere. Yeah. Yep. Do we see Dodgers going for Shane Bieber if Walker doesn't come back? Well, I think it's going to be Roki, and then either re-signing Bueller or potentially a trade for Crochet. I think it's still in the works, man. Walker is being replaced by Sasaki. He might be, but here's the thing. The Dodgers are more than likely, the Dodgers are going to a 6-man rotation. You're going to have injuries. Ohtani's not pitching in the beginning of the year. If you go for Crochet, he's a guy that has been put on innings restrictions. You're going to have Glassdown, who will be on an inning restriction. Yamamoto's probably not pitch deep in games. Ohtani coming off his surgery. So you're going to probably have a solid 7 starters on this team without even considering Kershaw. So I think that all these guys are in play from the arm perspective. Teo seen in Atlanta, according to sources. I haven't heard anything about that. Let's see. Why would the Dodgers fake it? What's fake what? I don't know what you mean by faking it. Yanks are scared. Yep. Oh, if you talk about why the Dodgers are at the table, not necessarily fake it. Here's the thing. So the Dodgers got Snell, right? The Dodgers have been working with Boris a lot here. Boris maybe be like, look, offer this. help us build this up, right? They could be doing Boris a favor here by Boris doing them a favor. Like I said, this happens all the time. This happens all the time where teams get involved and raise the price up. Like I said, teams did it to the Dodgers, right? So this could be the Dodgers doing it back. So it's not about them faking. It's about solving the game, man. This is what they do. 600 mil seems like an intimidating figure, but in reality, it's going to be 40 to 52 million or something per year. I feel like people think it's going to be 600 per year. No, that's not that. So see, 121 votes, 61% now say yes to Juan Soto, man. 1,600 people on Twitter right now, Twitter X. Appreciate y'all, man. 78 people on YouTube right now. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to read every comment here, man. MLB is having a meltdown. It's funny, man. It's funny. They're about to cry if we get Soto. They will. Why would Soto go to the Yankees to lose? Soto joined the Dodgers for 600 million, deferred 500 million. That would be crazy. Soto goes to the Yankees. He loses again. No one's that stupid. I mean, if he wants the highest paid and they offer it, it's because the Yankees lose Soto. They're third in that division, losing the World Series. Then Soto, damn, yeah, man. We about to be the Empire, man. Dun, 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 dun. He said Dark Dodgers have to force the Sith fails. Oh, man. Lots of focus on the offense this offseason, but what will put the Dodgers over the top is their pitching. Facts. Absolute facts. And, you know, Glass now coming back, Ohtani pitching, hoping Yamamoto healthy for the whole season, adding Blake Snell, getting some guys back. These are all steps in that direction, but you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Man, I'm trying to catch up here. Nolan Arenado is like the Nets Kevin Durant. That's wild. What's going on, Woo? Is there a limit for signing bonuses? That's a good question. I don't have the answer to that. I'll have to check on that. But I don't think anyone's ever offered someone's entire contract, up front. I don't think that's ever happened, though. Congrats to all of you. Bless. Yeah, facts. Absolutely. That's got fleece buttons. They sure did. That rule sounds messed up to me. Yeah. If Arenado contract goes down under 20 mil, I would rather have him than Muncy. His glove is still elite. Eugenio, what's going on, man? Muncy says he will play anywhere, also outfielder. Yeah, I think and like I said, Muncy is just great for this organization, man. He's one of our leaders, our clubhouse guys, man. Grumpy Loco says, hey, Jeff, MLB Insider breaking Juan Soto signing with the Dodgers. What are your thoughts? I know you posted this a while ago. You guys have heard me touch on it. If that happens and he got it right, that's a hell of a scoop there, man. That's a hell of a thing to get first while no one else is sitting on it. But as I said, I've seen guys, and I'm not just this particular individual. I've seen guys who float stuff out there and then delete it after the fact. And for those who don't remember what happened, with the Kawhi situation, all that with the Lakers, and a guy was putting it out there, this is very easy. And like I said, this could be, I don't want to give away too much because, so I'm just going to say this. This could be someone who got information right now from someone who's being used as leverage. Not the guy who posted it, but let's just say this person knows someone who's part of a coup, kind of, if you will, kind of back channeling here, trying to drive the price up somewhere else. So this is why passing a lot of these guys, they've been through the ringer on this. They can kind of spot the BS. They can spot when they're being used. They can spot a lot of things. Passing probably knows a lot of the process. And just like Woj always did, right? And just because they don't burn bridges, they don't put it out until essentially their source allows them to. And that's how you don't burn a bridge. Let's see. Thanamus, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Do you think Kershaw has one good year left? I think he has it where he can get out there and pitch some innings, but I don't think Kershaw will ever be a guy we want to count on come playoff time. No, so Cap Search loves you. What's going on, Michael? Simon says, can I have another at bat? Yeah, that's just craziness, man. Ohm says, question, should the Dodgers go for Shane Bieber if Walker isn't back? I got to it earlier. I know we answered that. Sorry. I know I'm behind on the chats. I'm trying to catch up, but I answered that one already. Joseph has said Kershaw should have retired. He's not gonna, man. He's trying to get to that He's trying to get to that 3,000 strikeouts, man. Dodgers don't offer unless they're serious. I find it funny when I hear people say the Dodgers are just driving up the price. Rika, I mean, that's part of the game, though. I understand your point. I think that if they're offering 600 mil for the most part, they're probably aren't being serious, right? But I do know that part of baseball is driving up the price on an opponent. That is all part of the game. It's all part of negotiation. It's all part of the gamesmanship that happens all the time. This is nothing new. So it wouldn't be far-fetched to believe it. They could be doing a favor for the agent. They could be doing a favor for Soto now and then try to get him later. Like, there's all kinds of different things that would lead to them doing that. During Aaron Judge's free agency, the Dodgers didn't even make a competitive race or try to bump the price. This Soto thing isn't a leverage play, in my opinion. And again, it might not be. It absolutely. I said going into all this, but I felt like that could have been. What I heard today about the 600 million, like I said, my mind has changed a little bit. I was going off the information we had all had at the time. We'd all been led to believe that the Dodgers were not going to enter a bidding war. So at that point, it was like, okay, we'll get started early. We'll check in. We'll make sure it's not 400, right? But if it's 400, we're going to go for it. And then I felt once it reached a certain number, the Dodgers would just tap out because it would be like a luxury, not necessarily a need. The fact that they offered 600 million has changed my thinking a little bit here. It really has. Really has. Jeff, what does Ohtani have to do to become the GOAT? Stay healthy and keep doing what he's doing. I think he's already going to be the GOAT. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up here. Ohtani won't get to 3,000 hits, but he may get to 500 home runs. He's going to be the GOAT, though. When it's all said and done, he's going to be the GOAT, man. 1,700 people in the building, man. Man, shout out to y'all. This may be my biggest stream ever, yo. During a live. This might be collectively of all the places I'm at. This is probably the biggest stream I've ever done. So, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Just multiple platforms, multiple people tuning in. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. 44 likes now. There we go, man. Serge blessed y'all, man. Serge blessed y'all. We got all these. So we got Sports Baby became a member, BC a member. Appreciate y'all, you guys, man. And like I said, don't just stay for a month, y'all. Re-up. Re-up. Let me earn it. I'm gonna start doing these member-only videos. I'm gonna knock out stuff for y'all. I'm gonna earn this. I'm gonna earn these subscriptions, y'all. I'm gonna earn it. So don't just take the free and run. Stick around. Stick around, man. It's like one super chat a month, man. We got as low as $2.99 a month in some of our memberships, you know. So help support the channel, help support the team. Would greatly appreciate it, man. And members only live streams. Yep, I'm gonna do member only live streams. I was working toward that. I needed to get the count up, right? So I had enough people that would participate. We bring people on. We can do panels, kind of like Zoom meetings. We can do these things, but I've got to build it out, right? So it's getting there. It's got a pretty solid number now, so it's enough to do it. So we'll start doing that. Member only videos, member only live streams. We're gonna start doing those. So if we continue to get members and members stay, then we will do more of these for sure. Rika says the Dodgers are trying to assemble as much Hall of Famers and the team with the most championships in this century. Yeah, that would be incredible, man. Yep, we'll do that. Let's see. I don't want Soto because sometimes chemistry matters more. Once you have enough talent, we have more than enough. I mean, who's to say that Soto wouldn't bring great chemistry? Like, I've never heard about him. There's barely anything ever been said about him being a bad chemistry guy. Like, I've never heard that. I've talked to people who've covered the teams that he's been on. Haven't heard anything bad. Let's see. Prize. What's going on, Prize? Said bring back Teo. I know a lot of people want that. Chris, the graphic guy. Yep. Chris is the graphic guy. I missed what we were saying to have Chris do. I missed that part. Joe says Roki is coming to the Dodgers and no one can stop it. Some deal we leaked about some fake tampering crap because a-holes out there are too cheap to spend money. Yeah, there is really no tampering in it. There's something the Dodgers aren't really going to do it. What happened is the agent tried to make it seem like he wasn't brokering this too early. But he is. But he is. Let's see. Tim Hill looks like he's 49. Some of these fools just look old. Let's see. Joe warming up in the bullpen. The righties going. The good thing down the road for them is that they age slower, like Wilford Brimley. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, make sure to support the guys over at Lakers Fast Break. I said that earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Support all the guys who do the content creation, man. The Dodgers doing business with Boris might be something significant regarding Soto. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Facts. Soto can be traded down the road. Well, maybe not. Not if he puts a no trade clause. I expect that Soto will have A no, at bar minimum, a limited no trade clause, multiple opt-outs. So I don't think the Dodgers would just be able to trade him without his consent somewhere. I do think that is the case. Let's see. Yes, Aaron, if Jeffers wants me to finish the game and ready like Walker Buehler. Yeah, this thing has gone a while here. Joe, let's line something up this week though. Let's line something up this week. For sure. It's overdue. Mostly my fault. And Joe's been covering a lot of Lakers, obviously of late. So we'll get something going. Definitely promise. I didn't even know I was gonna go live tonight. I didn't plan to go live tonight. And then that story came out. I was like, gotta go live tonight. We got tons of viewers tonight. Let's introduce them to Joe. That is true too. That is fair. That is absolutely fair. You know what? That's a great point. I am a share the wealth guy. So let's go ahead and let's bring Joe. If you're still here and you want to come up for a segment, I didn't think about that. I don't be, good point there, Aaron. So I love this community. And I'm no, gatekeeper of any sorts. You guys know this. Let me see. I'm assuming Joe is still in here because Joe is, always somewhere. So Joseph is in here. I will go ahead and send this, bring him up for a quick segment here. And let's see. There we go. Oh, perfect. All right, there we go. I haven't even looked at my subs. I haven't even looked at that yet. But 53 likes on the video tonight, man. That's fantastic. I appreciate you. I haven't even looked at the subs yet. Let's see. Jeff, what's good, bro? How come you ain't streaming Laker content no more? LeBron to Kobe, LA. I just haven't had the time, bro. Basketball in general. I was watching some games last night, watching some games tonight. I'm trying to get back into the flow of basketball because I've been so buried in baseball. Soon, I guess. I'm waiting for that energy to hit to go full bore in on the Lakers. A lot of Dodger won the World Series. I was covering them. It's their offseason. Big things are happening like this right now. I will be back on basketball. I will. I'm just not ready yet. But I appreciate you checking on me. Appreciate you looking for me. I will be back. I promise. I'm getting enough people asking me now. Look, it's not like the internet needs me or misses me to that level, right? There's plenty of great people that do this. But I will be back. I just don't want to say when because I don't want to misrepresent it. But I'm working on, building up the time to do it. I really want to cover this off season for sure. Jeff and Joe, 2025 Dodger Talk will take over YouTube. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Reports are they offered $600 million. Yep. Okay. I'm trying to. I have not been able to catch up to these chats all night. Like, even if Soto doesn't sign, the fact that the Yankees are scared is funny to me. They are petrified right now. I heard the Red Sox have an Uber with Soto in it to pick him up from New York. That's funny. 500 million deferred. What's going on, Ender? Hell yeah, you ain't our money. Who gives a ish? Yep, facts. 11-0 in October. Let's see. Search and destroy. Big Dave TV. What's going on, Big Dave TV? If we get Juan, I'm assuming Teo goes to the Red Sox or Mets. Yeah, maybe. I know the Red Sox had interest in him last year. They probably do again this year. Yankees, Mets, everyone who misses out on Soto will probably be heavy in on Teo. Guggenheim has $350 billion in capital, homies. This is true. Let's see. Joe, I see you. Give me 1 second. Just catching up here. Save the Lakers, Guggenheim. I wish. It's just probably not going to happen. Get some new blood, Lakers. Let's see. Appreciate you again one more time. Search for these members, man. Incredible. To save the Lakers, you need to stop LeBron from playing. We're not going to talk Lakers tonight, man. We're not going to talk Lakers. And again, thank you, Search, for putting everybody on. Jack Flaherty played for the St. Louis before Detroit. Yep. Oh my God, I can't catch these, y'all. Oh my God. Joe, give me a second. I'm sorry, man. I just pride myself on trying to get through all these. Bless the channel. So cool. Appreciate y'all. Big brother Jeff. I'm a new member to the channel. Appreciate you, Lewis. Appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, stick around, y'all. Don't rip and run. Don't do 1 month and dip. Come on, y'all. Stick around. Let's build this out. Okay. Getting there. Being able to time the record. Let's mention 5P. Yeah. Freddie will be able to play for a while. Yep. Those Padre contracts are going to be disgusting. Backloaded and empty. Not empty. Backloaded, disgusting contracts is going to hurt them. Exactly, Jeff. Why would Sasaki go to a team that isn't going to do right by his cheap contract and spend? Hope Freeman tells him in the meetings how the Padres are cutting payroll. He knows. His agent knows. It's been way too long. No Bieber yet. I'm not a Bieber believer. How many guys coming off TJ you want? That's a fair point. Walker going to be walking. Yeah, salaries for star players can be like 25 to 35 million. What's going on, Chris? Chris, the art director. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, almost there. Sammy the man, salute to you, brother. Juan on the way. I don't know, man. We're gonna see. That's a rumor flying around right now. That it's possible. The Jeff Passan tweet is gonna hit like crack. Absolutely. Thank you again, Serge. One more game, man. Appreciate the hell out of you, as always, for all that you do, man. Super chat on top of the free subs, man. Best in the business. Jeff, this is your highest. Yeah, this is the highest, man. We got almost 1,800 people in the building right now. Phenomenal right now. Yeah, he did. Freeman did look a little too happy today. All right, I'm gonna bring Joe in now because the chat just keeps going and I'm trying to catch it. I'm gonna bring Joe in. I'm gonna ask him a question, and I'm not gonna be able to read your chats on the screen because obviously I'm gonna be talking with Joe here for a little bit. So appreciate you guys. I will post your chats. I will try to get to all of them as the best I can. This has been work tonight, all right, to get to as many as I did. So greatly appreciate that. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Mr. Sippy Cup himself, Mr. Turf Boy himself, Joseph Soro. Joe, talk to me, Joe. Tell the people, all the people, this is the biggest stream I've ever had while live. It's just randomly just blew up, took off. Not necessarily all on the YouTube side, but Twitter X is going nuts right now. So give your Twitter handle while we're doing this. And secondly, me and you have talked, so I, for the most part, got a general idea of where you stand here. Let the people know what you think. Dodgers, $600 million offered to Soto. Go.
Okay, so let's talk shop here. The Mets offer $700 million. Let's say they even go 10 years instead of 12. Soto probably takes that deal, right? Okay, let's say he does. The Dodgers ran up the numbers, and they got him. Cohen can afford it, so it is what it is. My question to Soto, if I'm in the background, no public, no nothing, I'm going to be like, are you, and I said this on Lakers Fast Break earlier today, and I really wanted to say it on the show today on the Dodger stuff, because that's where it matters, right? If I'm sitting let's say I'm Andrew Friedman, I'm like, Juan, this is my last pitch. They're offering you 700 and 2 less years. You're going to make $70 million a year. Cool. You got every right to take that deal, and it's probably a smart deal. But then I'd be like, we'll give you 600 for 12, but you're going to win championships for the next 5 years. What are you going to do with that extra 100 mil after taxes? It's really going to be 50, maybe 45. Like, are you really going to spend that money anyways? Why not stack rings? Why not be right after Mookie from 1, 2, and you being 3, and Freddie being 4, and being the 3 deadliest, one of the 3 deadliest left-handed hitters in the history of baseball? Seriously. And you can ask this to anybody. What's that extra 100 mil going to do in New York? Really? That's how I would end. That's how I would end. That's a funny comment there. Dodgers are frauds. Okay. His name is Sosa. The first thought I had in my head was Tony Montana going, okay, be careful how you talk to me, okay? And that's how I would pitch it. Whether it makes a difference or not. Come on, Juan. Do you want to be part of something that might be unprecedented for a measly another 100 mil that you're already set, bro? You're done. Take legendary status at this point. And I just, honest to God, at this point, Jeff, if you think that the hate has been going on now, if you think the crying has been going on now, oh my God, you're going to be hitting pickleballs, tennis balls, and racquetballs at the same time. Get ready for that, because every single non-baseball fan will start watching this shit. Yeah. That right there, folks, is what it's about. There has yet to be a villain in baseball for a very, very long time.
Oh, your audio's
Juan Soto signs with the Dodgers. You are now looking at enemy number one in sports.
Yep. Salute. And yeah, he hit it on the head there. Yeah, that's a great. And there were some funny chats in here. The Bruce Brown one was comedy. Yes, yes, that was funny. There's a backstory there. Good touche though. But yeah, man. When we talked earlier, and you said like if you're Soto and the Dodgers offered you $600 million and a chance to play with this, you turn that down. Like, I never in a million years thought the Dodgers would go that high. Never did. Didn't think they'd get that far in the bidding. The fact that they're there, you've got some people completely flipping up and thinking he's coming here. I don't know if I'm there yet, Joe. I don't know if I'm believing he's coming yet to LA. But I'll tell you, if I was like 90-10, no. I was 70-30, no. I've kind of talked myself into 60-40 no now. Like the chance of him coming is growing. And my inbox is convincing me by the quarter, by the half hour here. The Yankees, I don't know if you heard me say this earlier, the Yankees are getting a little nervous because not only do they think they're probably not going to get him now, they still could. Don't get me wrong. They still could. But the Yankees now feel that they may be in last place. And that, I don't know if I buy that. I don't know if I buy that. There's a lot of, there's a lot of these rumors, the Red Sox thing, the Yankees are like, a lot of this just screams, come pay me, New York. A lot of this just screams, you really want me to go to Boston? You really want me to go to like part of this just screams, just pay up, Hal Steinbrenner. Just pay up. And Hal did this with Judge. He did nothing until the end. He called him and said, what do you want? He told him, he gave it to him, and it got done. And that could still be in play. And maybe that's why some Yankee people are freaking out because Hal hasn't made that call yet. But like you said, you're right. If Friedman goes in there and they walk into that meeting while bringing the World Series trophy with them, in walks Shohei, in walks Mookie, in walks Freddie, in walks Snell. Like, what the? How do you tell them no if the Dodgers go to that level? If they go to that level. And Joe, I'm telling you, this started bouncing around in my brain last night. This signing bonus thing that they've been toying with lately on top of deferred money and that Ohtani profit. They could throw him an entire 150 up front. Like, no other team is nowhere near capable of doing that. And the only reason that got me going on that is Boris never takes less than the max. He never extends and he never takes less than the max. He's never been offered 150 million signing bonus up front that a guy can opt out 3 to 4 years later on, and he can go get it again. So we're entering a creative nature of sports business that the Dodgers are doing that we have not seen before. And that alone could change Boris's thinking, Joe. It could. I'm not saying it's going to. It could. And that's the only thing that sticks in my head of why he would take like 100 less from the Dodgers than Cohen would offer. It would cancel out the Cohen, I'll outbid anybody situation if the Dodgers cook up something like that. That's the only way to counter it.
Of course it would, because we've seen in the history of sports, the richest owner don't always win. Paul Allen in the early 2000s had all the money in the world, And the restrictions in the NBA were nowhere near what they are now. Hell, they weren't even near what they were before this latest CBA. And he stacked he did stack, but it wasn't enough. You had the worst timing. You had the modern day Wilt Chamberlain in his prime and the modern day Michael Jordan in his prime that stopped you from winning. And not only did they stop you from winning after that choke job in 2000, they whooped your ass 6 straight the next 2 years. And how you look at this from a business standpoint, from an agent standpoint, from a just operational standpoint, as well as winning. If you look at that signing bonus, something that intrigued me, that I actually had no idea they could do this, is they were able to pay him they were able to pay Snell that money in the state of Washington, which does not have a state tax. Now, I've been saying for years with Boris, he loves everybody to go to Houston and Texas. And he would campaign for a team in Dallas, in Fort Worth, in Austin, just so he can get that state tax out of his hair. And all the teams going to Florida too, and Oregon if there were enough teams there, right? I don't know. We don't know. It's not common knowledge that this is how these contracts could work out. We end up finding out later. And it's not just baseball. The whole swaps in the NBA. I didn't know about swaps until recent history. The last
swaps have been around ever since.
Yeah, but it wasn't common knowledge. It really wasn't used.
No,
until recently, right? Mm-hmm. So my look on this, my focus on it is, here's what my instincts are telling me. Even before today's news that they had allegedly offered $600 million, and Ken Rosenthal is a very reliable source, by the way, except for, of course, like San Diego Padres, because they're sourpusses, right? If this indeed is true, this is not now a bargaining up type situation.
No.
And I'm going to have a hard time looking at this, even with the Dodger glasses. I'm looking at this a little bit from an objective standpoint. Okay, Juan, bro, what's the extra 50 mil or 100 mil going to do for you? We just gave you 6, and you're going to win on top of getting your stats, on top of you're going to probably go to the Hall of Fame, but you're probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer in the next 2 years. I don't know how he doesn't say yes. I won't be surprised, but if I'm sitting next to Juan Soto and I'm talking to him, even after the fact, if he committed to 700 to the Mets, I'd be like, Juan, come on, dude. What are you going to do in Queens? What? They're going to lose Alonso. Yeah, I know Lindor is great. Yeah, I know Cohen is the richest owner in baseball. But is it really going to set the stage year in and year out? This is baseball, by the way, and it's something that we have to reiterate. I know that this golden rule that came out today, too, which was absolutely asinine. I'm scared because Rob Manfred is that crazy.
Yeah, that is true. That is
please, God, don't do that. Okay, but here's the reality of baseball. It is the only major sport where your number one guy, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, isn't always available during the game. So that's why when you say things like, this guy choked, he didn't do shit, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, dumbasses. The hitter only has one spot every 9 times. The pitcher can only pitch. He can't hit nowadays. What do you want these guys to do? Garrett Cole pitched 2 gems in this year's World Series, and he lost both those games. Maybe not by record, but he lost those games in terms of in the end. That's baseball, and a lot of the elegance of that is that you can still lose. Maddox, Glavine, Avery, Smoltz in the 90s. Imagine that. You had 3 aces and a number 2 for almost an entire decade, and they only won 1 World Series. That's part of the beauty of baseball, is you do always have a chance. And for those of you who are worried about a dynasty, you should be worried. But also know this: it's been 24 years. You're talking about almost a quarter century where there hasn't been a repeat champion. So save me the BS about dynasties and all that crap. Oh, the Yankees and all that. Yeah, the Yankees were a dynasty in the late 90s, but they have only won 1 World Series in 24 years. And they've been spending money since. And they had the number 1 payroll this year. So for those of you who are getting on Hal, because I don't know what the hell's going on with these. They keep going after Hal. He's not spending any money. Dude, they have the number 1
money.
payroll.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do? Drop $800 million? Come on, wake up.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. And how I think what it is just because he hasn't got it done. I think that's just a knock on it, spending the money. But like as great as the Dodgers are, they've got 2, right? The Yankees haven't gotten 1. But he is. I think the knock on Hal is just he hasn't won. But it's not for he kept Judge. He made the move for Soto, even though it was a risk. He may lose him. He traded. He got Stanton. He signed him. He signed Cole, re-signed Cole. Like he's done things that have, I think Yankee fans get a little frustrated because he hasn't fired. I'm drawing a blank here, man. Wow. I definitely know the
manager's name. That happens to be a lot, by the way.
Yeah, God. Why?
What were you saying?
The Yankees manager, because they had Boone. Because he had, wow, that's been a long stream. Because he hasn't fired Boone. Just you know how it is. They got to have someone to blame, right? So if you won't fire Boone, then they're just going to blame him. But I think the Dodgers are operating right now on all cylinders. As I don't know if you heard that portion where I said later in life, someone's going to tell, like a grandfather's going to tell their grandkid the story about how the league changed because the Dodgers just did things too well. And it's like baseball can't allow that to happen, and they won't. The Players Association will never allow a salary cap. They will never allow getting rid of any of this stuff because it's how play, and the agents run baseball. So not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And the Dodgers will continue because they are smart and they're going to make a ton of money here. A lot of sports, Joe, when the teams that go all in for the championship, especially in the NBA, a lot of those teams don't make the money you think. But the Dodgers, because the way they do things and their TV deal is massive. Massive. All right. And it's better than the Yankees got. It's better than yes, it's kind of backed up a little. It is the Yankees deal is not what it once was. The Dodgers is growing. And every move that they have made from a business perspective of planning for the future, including the furrows, is literally, pun intended, paying off. And they continue to find layers with this. And this signing bonus is another one. And that's why I feel, Joe, if they do get Soto, if they do get him, I think it's going to be one of those over-the-top signing bonuses. And other teams like, I'm not about to give a guy $100-something million up front. You crazy? Like, Dodgers, yeah, we'll do it. It's free money. Like, it's free money. We'll get $5 million next year. You know what I mean? Like, we'll start doing all kinds of we'll get more people in here. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be nuts. Like the Dodgers when they did the parade and didn't charge a lot of money, but they got people in there. I think the Dodgers will start like doing things where they get people in to watch road games. Like they'll find ways to generate more money and get more team atmosphere and get more camaraderie and get more of the city behind them. They're ahead of this, right? And they're going to continue to do so. So the more a week ago, 3 days ago, no way in hell. Yesterday morning, no way in hell. Last night, I was like, man, this deferral money, these signing bonuses, this Ohtani profit in year one. Now you got a World Series to that, and Ohtani coming back pitching. The money is just going to be printing. And you got Soto sitting here. And I don't remember who said in the chat about you can't spend $600 million on Soto. He doesn't put bodies in the seats. You don't need him to. You got the guy who puts bodies in the seats. You got the brand already who puts bodies in the seats in the Dodger brand. They were selling out before superstars were there. You added Mookie, you added Freddie, you added Ohtani, and you add Soto. You don't need Soto to put bodies in seats. You already have that. You have a nation. Dodgers Nation is a real thing. $600 million. It's a lot of money. I think that's more than he's worth, but you are worth what someone will pay you. But another good chat in the chat, someone said, you're going for a dynasty, do it. You got it. You're going for it, do it.
You get Soto, and they're not going for just a regular dynasty.
No, you cut out there. You cut out.
Can you hear me?
No, you kind of cut it now. You said if they get Soto.
If they get Soto, they're going ultra dynasty.
Yeah, it's like mega.
They're not
ultra,
just looking to do a
whatever.
trip. They're not looking to do a 3-peat. They're looking to do a 5-peat. And I'm going to be honest with you, Jeff. I'm still sour about 2017 and how no one did anything about it. And anytime that someone talks smack, I'm going to bring that up. And I'm going to keep bringing it up. And I'm going to bring up 2018. I'm going to bring it up. No one did anything. And this is retribution.
Mm-hmm. And also 2020 of not giving us credit.
Right.
On top of that, when we did win it after being cheated.
Absolutely.
Didn't give us our credit.
No credit. And they're still yapping about something, right? They're yapping about, oh, you're spending too much money. And when I say they, I'm not talking about numbskulls who are on Twitter in their underwear jerking off while they're typing. I'm talking about the industry, the guys that actually have a voice in the industry. I'm talking to them, and I want them to know, because we're going to have a voice that's pretty large too. Mm-hmm. I want them to know that this is retribution. People talk about karma. I don't give a shit about karma. Karma to me means nothing to me. I am karma. I want to be karma. I don't want something to naturally happen. I don't know what the hell, if that's even true. I don't know if that happens. I want to inflict karma. I am karma. Well, right now, as a Dodger fan, retribution is being served. You get Soto, and the level goes up. It's going to go up. It's going to get hotter. The heat is going up. It's not going to be easy. I want them to win every game and every championship the next 9 years if they have to. And I'm not going to feel an ounce of guilt from it. Because not only did you ruin championships for us and didn't do shit about it, you ruined legacies. Mm-hmm. People didn't win championships that year. Not even guys that, like, I'm not talking about, like, Kershaw lost an MVP in that series. Okay. Yeah. You had guys that could have been multiple title winners that might have maybe even given them a chance to get into the Hall of Fame. It's a lot. A lot got ruined with that. And now your asses are going to get served. Mm-hmm. And we're going to sit here and we're going to watch every single spring training game. We're going to watch every single regular season game. We're going to watch every single playoff game. And if the Dodgers win the World Series next year, we're going to turn up the volume even more. And then the following year until you guys finally submit and understand that this is what reality is going to be. The Yankees had the 20th century. The Dodgers are going to own the 21st century. Get used to it.
Yep.
So
exactly what's going to happen. And like I said, and even if Soto doesn't sign, they're going to spend that money wisely anyways. Even if Soto doesn't come, it's going to be Teo. Like I said, they're getting Roki no matter what, in my opinion. But even if Soto doesn't come, I still believe it's Teo and Adames or something like that. Maybe Buehler comes back. The Dodgers will still spend the money. The Dodgers will still go out there and do this. They made a commitment to Ohtani when Ohtani made a commitment to them, and that commitment is built together. He sacrificed that money. He deferred that money. He put this team in position to have these conversations. And if it's not Soto, it's going to be someone else at some point. It's going to be they're going to take someone in the trade. It's going to be someone else to get this money, to get this thing going, and to continue this dynasty for what's coming, because they're going to bring havoc to Major League Baseball for what Joe just mentioned. They need to put, so on the 2024, on 2020, they should have put a 2017 patch. On 2024, they should have put a 2018 patch. And when we get the next one, they should combine that one and 2020 for the people for hating on it. And the Dodgers should rub in 2017. They should rub in 2018, and they should rub in the denial for 2020. And they should give the Mickey finger with the middle finger and get everyone the hell out of here with that nonsense, because at the end of the day, all you guys did was wake up a sleeping giant. That's all you guys did. And Joe, we may look back and realize that because of what happened in 2017, this happened. Because they may have drove these guys so crazy and got them to the point where they just took off the safety, and we're here now. And this is where we are. This is where we're going to be. And we are going to win a plethora, a plethora of World Series championships.
Great movie, by the way.
Great movie. Yeah, great one. So
Favorite,
I cannot wait. That's the major thing why I haven't really gone back to basketball yet, because I'm still so obsessed with baseball. I'm still so obsessed with baseball, but I'm getting so many people. I'm getting a lot of people trying to pull me back in the basketball. I'm coming back soon, but this is the winter meetings are big in baseball. I'm going to be covering that every day. Joe, you're welcome. We'll be covering that. It's a big week for baseball, Sunday through next week. I don't know if you can compare it to anything in the NBA, Joe, winter meetings. The NBA doesn't really have anything like that. But this is, it's big in baseball. And typically the major guy doesn't sign until the winter meeting. So, or after. So we're coming up on the anniversary when Ohtani signed, which was December the 9th. And then we got the winter meetings, and we will see what absolutely comes of that. And holy smokes, Joe, this show has been, the volume in this is on Twitter has been. So make sure search Joe, put your let everyone know what your Twitter handle is, because this is by far the highest amount I've ever had from that service tonight.
So everybody, my Twitter handle is, or I should say X handle is Joe Soro LFB. I know, look, I'm not ever gonna look, I'm a Dodger fan too. I'm a Dodger fan just like I'm a Laker fan. If EJ doesn't feel like he has the heart for the Laker thing or basketball in general, I totally get it. And believe me, I felt the same way right after the draft. I was upset. However, we have an amazing, tight community, and they hit me up on X, on Instagram, on emails, begging that please don't go.
Yeah.
And in the end, folks, when it comes to this kind of entertainment, it's about the crowd. When the crowd asks, I call it something else in business, but it's the same thing. When the market is screaming for your business, you have to pay attention, and you have to give them what they want, even if you're inconvenienced, even if you're tired, because it's your duty. They want it. To correlate it with my business, there were times where there's certain things in my industry where I didn't want to do them, but they screamed for it. Why? Because of personality, because of dependability, because of communication, because of knowledge. It's the same thing. It's no different. Although in the entertainment world, like what we're doing now, it's much bigger. It's a bigger scope. And of course, it does help that we love sports.
Yeah.
And I love the Dodgers. I've loved the Dodgers. My passion, my anger to players and managers and all this comes from love and frustration. And then what happens in sports every now and then is you get that one opening, and then all of a sudden you get what you wanted, which is championships. And how can you not support a operation like this? In a lot of ways, that's unprecedented. You were talking about this TV contract. That TV contract was signed, a decade ago, 25 years for $8+ billion.
Massive.
The stuff was already written. These guys came in, took this team from Frank McCourt, and they knew exactly what they were doing after that. And it's starting to build. And it would have started earlier if we didn't get cheated.
Yeah.
And I say we cheated. That part, we got cheated. I'm not going to necessarily say we in terms of the baseball play, but as fans, we got cheated. Clayton Kershaw, more than anyone, got cheated.
Yeah.
So
he sure did.
You all want to come with the BS? Now the heat is rising, and now I want that. Now I want Soto. Now today I want Soto. I want him to come because I want the heat up. I want it so hot that you think your ass is on the surface of the sun. And the thing is, just like solar, just like that sun, the heat will never stop. The energy, you can't keep up. I'm sorry, you won't be able to keep up.
And for those who are joining in late, I am Empire Jeff. This is Joe Soro of Lakers Fast Break. We were up here talking the Dodgers news of the rumor. This is not confirmed. This is not a done deal. There is a rumor today that the Dodgers are one of a handful of teams. This is not just the Dodgers, a handful of teams that have offered $600 million to Juan Soto. The floor for Juan Soto is now $600 million. And at the very least, the Dodgers have met that floor. At the very least, we don't know where they are now. We don't know where the offer is at. But we know that the Dodgers are one of the handful of teams that have met the $600 million threshold. Reports are coming out tonight, including people that I've confirmed with and talked to, that the Yankees are getting a little fearful here. They may back out of this at some point. I'm not necessarily willing to align with the information I'm getting yet, which is rare for me. But I've gotten multiple messages during this stream that the Yankees, like they were last year with Yamamoto, are getting very nervous at the chances of losing Juan Soto now, and not only losing him, but maybe finishing last in the race. That could change. It could have already changed. This report that came out about the $600 million, this could be at $650 by now, and 3 teams be out of it. We also know that some teams have already been excluded and kind of been dismissed that are out of it now. We don't know who those teams are. Are they the Phillies? Are they the Blue Jays? Did the Giants make a play? Who knows? Though a lot of these other teams have not necessarily come out here. But as of right now, this is simply a rumor. Above a rumor, a report, I would say. A report. I trust Ken Rosenthal. I've been watching him for 20 years, his coverage. So I trust him. So I take back the rumor, and I will label this as a report that the Dodgers are one of the handful of teams that have offered Juan Soto, superstar free agent of the New York Yankees, $600 million, at least. Don't know the years, don't know all the terms for the Dodgers or any team. That's where we currently stand. And if Juan Soto has his agent, Scott Boras, pick up the phone and call Andrew Freeman and just say that 3-letter word, yes, the baseball world is going to fall to its ass, right? And things are going to get fun. And you know what? I may pop another bottle for that. Just not necessarily. Well, yes, obviously because we got Juan Soto, but because we're going to be drinking the tears of those other fan bases who are their tears are paying our players' salary. So we deserve this, as Joe went into great detail on, because of 2017, because of 2018, because of 2020, and them not giving us our due. All of that, we deserve this, and they're going full scorched earth. Danny and the Three Dragons, Dracarys, however that word is, and they're going full bore here, and the league deserves it. They poked the bear too many times. You woke up a sleeping giant. You disrespected a god, and now you got to pay the punishment, and your crying won't stop it. Your crying won't stop it. Joe, we're going to wrap this up, man. What's going to be your final thoughts here? One, when do you think this happens? And two, if this happens, any other move potentially after that? This is obviously the cherry on the sundae, but still feels like could still be more to come.
There's always another move. They don't stop. I think this gets done this week.
This week?
Yes.
So at the latest, the first day of the
between now and Sunday,
winter meetings.
Between now and there's always been that kind of rumor that he's going to get it done by the winter meetings. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that has any status, but that's what I've heard. And I think and things brewing right now. I think that starts to make sense. There's an interesting thing the interesting pattern I've noticed. Have you noticed that the guys they end up getting before they get them, they were this close before?
Yeah.
This sounds very similar. Otani didn't come to LA. He went to Anaheim. And I believe I know why he didn't come to the Dodgers initially. It's because the DH wasn't available at the time. Then you have someone like Snell. How close did we get to getting Snell last year? All of a sudden, they get Snell now. Soto, they got close to getting him before the Padres got him. Now, here he is. So it's just very eerie that this report comes out, especially with the source. And then I'm also hearing from one MLB insider on Twitter, I think it was maybe about an hour or so ago. He said that the Juan Soto talks now are in the final stretch. Mets are the clear front runners, but the Dodgers are making a late aggressive push to land Soto. I'm feeling right now, I'm pretty confident in that this is a two-man race.
He came out after that and said the Dodgers got him. That same guy.
It's a two-man race.
Yeah.
Now, here's where this can change. Here's where this can go Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers. If Steve Cohen says, F you, Dodgers, I'm dropping $800 million.
Yeah.
Then it's done.
I think the Dodgers will be like, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's the only thing in my head right now that I'm waiting on. Will Cohen say F this? You guys aren't getting
just go
Soto.
nuclear and just go nuclear.
And just go nuclear, drop 750 with 800.
And the best part about that is, you know what's going to make that so great is when Soto has that no trade clause and forces a trade to the Dodgers and Cohen has to eat half that money anyways. Oh, it's going to be great, Joseph. It's going to be great, man.
It really will be. And I'm telling you right now, the heat will go up.
Yeah, it's gonna go. We're gonna have fun, regardless. No matter whoever Soto chooses, we're gonna do a show. We're gonna cover it because it deserves that. And then we're on to the next one, and it's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Similar to like Kawhi, what happened with the Lakers is if the second Soto goes somewhere else, those other dominoes are gonna start just falling like crazy. So it's gonna be a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of exciting stuff, and we are going pretty much opposite of everything Laker basketball right now, and we're gonna be here for it, and we're gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna have fun. And, Joe will be along. And definitely thank you. I believe it was Aaron, who brought that up, introduced Joe to this new crowd. Absolutely right. Thank you for that, Aaron. Great idea. And we're going to continue to build this out. And I think me and Joe are going to have a lot of fun on my channel, on his channel, moving forward, discussing baseball as we get closer. Once this all kind of dies down and all these big moves make and it kind of quiets down, I'll probably re-enter basketball. And then as we get closer to pitchers and catchers reporting, we'll start picking things up again. We'll still do the baseball. But as far as any really news happening, this will all be about preparing for the season. So,
well, I'll tell you what, I got to give props to my co-pilot or my main pilot, Gerald Glassford. He had suggested me doing Dodgers shows 6 months ago. I refused because I said time and all that. But again, folks, the market screams you have to listen. There's something there. You lose an opportunity when you don't listen to the market. That it's just like any other investment. I'm investing time and I'm investing my voice. I'm investing other people that are involved. This could be something that could benefit everyone. And you have to take it upon your own your responsibility to honor that. It's sometimes it's not always in your hands. A movie star or a musician who is iconic. I thought this was a great line, and I'll end it at this, Jeff. Tina Turner, for example, God rest her soul, she passed away recently. There was something she said in her documentary that had stuck with me. There were a couple, but this was the one that's relating to kind of our discussion. And it was, at some point, you become the public's entity. You're not Tina Turner. That wasn't her. She was anime. She's not Tina Turner. Tina Turner belongs to the fans. That's who made her. And while we're still kind of who we are, but the show, Empire Jeff TV, is the people's show. And if the people's show says we want this, you gotta give it to them.
Yep.
And you do that, you're gonna win. And that's where we're at. The people want Laker talk. The people want Dodger talk. Guess what? If it's that important and you're in a position to do it, you got to make it happen.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen here, Jeff. Am I going to have to be pressing F5 here tonight? Like midnight? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get woken up or something. But I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna happen tonight. And this guy, one MLB insider, like I said, he's gotten some things right before, but he's got some things wrong and deleted it. So, like, you know how it goes. But he has gotten things right. And again, sometimes this happens. You have rock solid info and details, and then look. The reason I did not speak on that Bellinger going back to the Dodger thing, and I'm glad I didn't, because it didn't happen. Right. It was at the goal line, and then Chicago came in and said, and just like Blake Snell, I did a show saying, and if you go back and you listen to that show, it's kind of funny because I tell that story about how the guy, I got tired of asking the guy. And then one time I didn't ask, he was like, you're not going to ask me. And I'm like, there was something there. So this goes back to way back in March of last year. And from that video to now, I've been all over this for a year. I had really good intel on the Snell situation. And, you know, I was, so guys, when I was talking about earlier that I had a receipt that I was texting someone earlier in the day, it was Joe. I had told Joe they're nearing that it's picking up steam on Snell. I think this is going to happen. And they met with them for the second time. I saw someone today say, no one even knew they met for a second time. They met. I'm like, I was like, wait a minute. I got a receipt on that. And it is, there's obviously more things that I've heard, but again, I don't really dive into this, but I can say that the Yankees are getting very, very nervous here. Very, very nervous, as they should be, as should anybody in MLB, because whether we get Soto or not, we still repeating, man. We're still going to repeat. So Joe, appreciate you, brother. I'm going to go ahead and get this shut down. I got to get up early tomorrow. So
salute to everyone. Have a great night, Jeff. Anything you need, let me know, brother.
Will do. We already know what it is. And thank you to Aaron. I was rolling. I was going. Should have had you up earlier. Apologize for that. I just was zoned in and going. You know how it is sometimes. But it's still going crazy right now. We have over 18. We have over 1,800 people on Twitter X alone right now. This is ridiculous. So if you guys are on Twitter, make sure you go to Lakers Fast Break on YouTube and subscribe. Also follow Lakers Fast Break on Twitter. As well. They post their shows on there as well. So go support them. That's where that's Joe's home base. You know, he's over here from time to time. I got to get back over to Lakers Fast Break. I'm a hot mess when it comes to scheduling. It's kind of the knock on me. But outside of that, man, just absolutely remarkable night. This is by far my most successful live stream. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I had no idea this was going to pop off like this on Twitter X. YouTube, y'all as well, man. Thank you guys so much. We've got over 1,300 views already. Haven't even pressed stop yet. I don't know what my sub count was tonight. I haven't looked at that yet, but I appreciate the new subscribers, the new members. Shout out to my brother Search, man, gifting the community 10 new members tonight. Hey, yo, y'all got that first month for free, man. Stick around. I'm going to give you guys some members only content. I got you. Trust me. All right. That one could be a little bit more wild because I don't got to worry about the ads on that. You know what I mean? I can get a little bit more crazy. All right. We'll do some things on that. I'm thinking about having like a Friends Miss thing on here and do some things we can do. So it's going to be fun, man. We're going to
still got to come do wine and Temecula.
Yeah. Got to make that happen. We'll do a live show up there. I got good equipment, man. So we'll get some things going, man. We're going to get this. We're going to get this going. I promise you guys. I promise you. And just think, we get to do a whole season of Dodger baseball as champions, yo. Champions. So once again, appreciate you, Joe. We'll be talking. I'll be talking tomorrow for sure.
Peace out, guys.
All right, you guys have a good one, Joe. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm tired, Joe. Got to get up early tomorrow. What an incredible night of content tonight. You guys in the chat, Joe, I had a lot of fun tonight. I can't believe I got through I don't even know what the chat count is tonight. I cannot believe I got through it. This has been insanity. This was insanity tonight, by far. Like I said, this isn't just my biggest Dodger stream. This is my biggest stream ever, live, from a like Twitter X standpoint, and going that. Appreciate you, Joe. Thank you, brother. Thank you. This was extremely. I'm always speechless when we have a night like this. When we have something, I still can't believe people show up to listen to me talk. Like, I still can't believe that, right? It still trips me out, from time to time. So I almost don't even want to shut it down because the people are still rocking so heavy on Twitter. But I got to get up in the morning. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Search, bro. Bottom of my heart, brother. Thank you again so much. And all my brothers out here in the streaming community, all you guys, there's a ton of you. But Joe, love you. Appreciate you, bro. And I'm gonna get some rest. Y'all get some rest. We'll tap in tomorrow. Probably be a little late tonight. I gotta climb my ass all over my roof tomorrow and get up some Christmas lights before my wife kills me. So, but after that, we'll be tapping in. And again, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And what a night. What a night. Search, again, love you, brother. Thank you. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. If you are one of these rock stars on Twitter X right now, like the post, repost the post, comment on the post, put it out there into the Twitterverse, Xverse, whatever it is. Spread the gospel of Empire Jeff TV. We got the best community in the world right now. I say that because our community is part of many other communities, the Lakers Fast Break community, etc., Lakers in 5 community. All these guys that you see in the chat supporting and vice versa. Same things, man. Same thing. Same communities, man. We just keep it moving. We show up, we show out. Let's go Dodgers. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Stay safe. Have a great Wednesday. Catch y'all tomorrow, man. I'm out of here.